And here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are again, yeah. Did you actually see the thumbnail of this live stream, Danny? I thought it was pretty good.
I'm just trying to find where I am.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a double team live stream. So we're live on my channel. We're live on Danny's channel. Main channels.
Main channels. Okay.
Well, while you're... it's cool, isn't it? Yeah, I liked it as well, yeah. Yeah, pretty good.
It's like the bombings of London, probably.
Yeah. Let me say hello to everybody. My stream. Oh, no, it's both of our streams, really. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Wilma. Good morning, Lucy. Good morning, Wyman Joe. Hi, Joe. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Ollie. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Jamie. And that's it. Not bad. So we were debating earlier between the two of us when we last were live, and we reckon it's maybe a couple of weeks since we were live on our main channels. So bearing in mind, Danny's just woken up and I'm still awake. Why not go live? And obviously Liam was live earlier, which I must be honest, I wasn't watching the whole thing, but I was in and out, as they say.
So, yeah, I'll say hello too.
You can say hello to the same people I just said hello to.
That's it. Maria of Love. That's you change your name.
And now Daniel. Hello, Daniel. Who?
Hello, Wilma. Maria of Love. She's now called Maria of Love.
Oh, yeah.
She's changed. Yeah. Lucy Grace, 56. Hello. Have I seen that person before? Lucy, where do I know you from?
She's not one of the people from Ted's channel.
Oh, from Teddy's? Teddy might pop in. I heard he likes to...
We won't now because we haven't published the link. We haven't posted the StreamYard link.
What do you mean? Oh, no. But I could possibly get it to him, yeah.
We'll see.
Joe, hello, Joe. What do you know?
He's probably
Laura.
He said hello.
Much
I'm
love.
sure he's
Much love, Laura.
slipped off the bed. Hope you're well, Laura.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ollie. Jamie. Hello. Oh my God, it's raining. Not raining here. They're actually having a party next door. I just went to the...
Raining in your heart, is it?
to the water closet, and basically, I heard people talking. I'm like... And I actually instinctively pulled my phone out of my pocket thinking I might have had YouTube open because it sounded like people talking, Yeah, and it was actually having a party. So I looked out the window and they all suddenly looked up at me and I went, oh, this is awkward. Well, it's not usual that everyone has a party, eh? And Daniel, hello, Daniel.
I don't know, I was watching a YouTube short and it was an interview with Paul McCartney and he was talking about John Lennon being short-sighted. He tells his story. He said this late night songwriting session and then sort of at Paul McCartney's house. And sort of come midnight, Lennon said, well, see you later, see you tomorrow or something. And then walked off. And like the next day he met up with Paul and he said, I walked past that house down such and such a road and they were outside playing cards at midnight. What are you talking about? He went, yeah, they were sat in the garden playing cards. And so the next day McCartney walks past the house. He went, it was a nativity scene. It's like John Lennon and Mr. Gibb. The people being sat in the garden playing cards at midnight. It's a nativity scene.
Stu Winchester had mad floods yesterday.
Yeah, wow. We were expecting floods here as well, but it rained pretty hard for a couple of hours. In fact, it was a thunderstorm. But
so, what was that station you were at? I think I've been something.
You've given me an excuse to share the video now, Danny.
Well, you can. It's your video. You won't get copyrighted by yourself unless you want to be mean.
I don't. That's YouTube. Anything can happen.
Could you imagine that you got copyrighted for your own material?
Anything.
That would be funny.
It's only a 45-second video. Well, I unfortunately I tried to capture the thunder because it was really like loud and overhead, but it didn't quite work. You can hear a tiny bit of it. So yeah, I was waiting
Geez,
for
you
my
got a lot of junk in the trunk.
yeah. You can just hear the faint rumble of it in the background.
Oh, you can hear it. Yeah, definitely.
You can't really see it on the video, but it was pretty torrential for a couple of hours. And then
Oh,
it stopped.
mate, it's quite wet. It's quite wet.
Yeah, but no one's got a
Dump
coat.
truck.
They've got umbrellas, but no one's got a coat.
Oh,
Hello.
I noticed you weren't accosted by anybody. Why are you filming here?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's London. No one gives a fuck. No one cares, especially in that part of London. But I'll tell you what. You know what's annoying there is that when you come out of the station, the cell phone, so that area that has terrible cell phone service, so you can't get on the internet. So I recorded the video
Oh,
with
pre-recorded.
the intention of putting it up as a short or something, and you can't even get a signal. So like the idea of live streaming there is just impossible.
Do you
What
know
they
you
need
can
to
do it
do is
though?
they need more cell towers, and they need to increase the capacity because you can't even surf the web there. You can't check your email.
People know.
Just too many people about.
You just got to be careful if your vaccine number's number 25 or something rather than like 5G.
Yeah.
I saw that guy on the internet. It was funny as he just goes, oh, you walk in the 5G and then your number comes up and that starts zapping. I went, okay.
That's why I quite like that Charlie Veitch guy, because he sees conspiracy theories everywhere. He walks past this bus shelter, right? And it's got an advert on the side of the bus shelter, and it just says, so it's like an advert, like a public safety announcement. It says, "Do not tamper with your electricity meter. It could lead to death or arrest." And he's like, "Yeah, that's right. Jack up our electricity prices. Tell us not to tamper with the fucking meters." It's like, yeah, that's how it works. You know, fucking the place is corrupt.
We used to have a guy that used to be able to, you used to slip him some money, he'd be able to give you a bit less electricity. Yeah. He'd divert one wire and it would bypass something, and then one wire would, so you would, it's illegal. Yes, of course.
Shocking. Literally.
Well, don't steal, people. The government hates competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. They're the biggest thieves.
Well, someone pointed out, like a couple of months into the energy crisis here, when I say crisis, like electricity prices were already expensive because it's Europe. And then they literally quadrupled in the space of about 2 weeks. And, there was a couple of months in the deep winter where we were spending 500 quid a month on electricity, which is insane. So it was pretty bad. But I forgot why I'm telling you the story. I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was it. Yeah. So it's not common knowledge, but British energy prices are pegged to the price of natural gas, LPG, that's extracted from the floor of the ocean. And this is a completely arbitrary choice on behalf of the British government. So there's no reason at all for our energy prices to be that expensive in the first place. It's just a totally made up number that they created to allegedly keep the energy market stable. But when the energy market becomes unstable and erratic and prices go up, because it's pegged to the price of natural gas, they go through the roof. But again, it's a completely arbitrary number. So they don't have to go that high. So yeah, we were being ripped off, and the people ripping us off were the British government because they allowed the energy companies to make enormous profits. The government allowed that, and the way they combated it was, rather than reining in the energy companies and stopping them from profiteering, what they did here in the UK was they said, well, we'll help everybody out in the country and we'll all give you some credit towards your energy bill. And so they gave more money to the energy companies and they made even bigger profits. Yeah, legalized corruption. That's what it is, legalized corruption.
Yeah.
But anyway, such is life. The sooner we can overthrow these people, the better. What do you replace it with? That's the question.
Well, see, that's what people don't realize is that, like with anything, if you take away evil, you've got to replace it with something.
Hey, Barry. Good to see you. Barry Storms, Radios and Cats. Good to see you, man. Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of people who claim they're for anarchy, really they're not. They're only for anarchy if they benefit from the anarchism. Otherwise, they don't care for it in the slightest. A lot of those people are absolutely for hierarchies and for leadership, and yeah, they claim to be anarchists, but not really, not really. And the problem with anarchy is it usually ends up in people being hurt or even worse. So, not a good idea. It's not a really good form of government, trust me.
But I guess sometimes when people stand up, if they don't have the support of others around them, that's something. Like I remember once I stood up to a bully and I said, "Oh, all these people said, yeah, go do it. We'll be behind you." And they were behind me, but too far behind me that I was there by myself. So I sat there and said, "Fine, don't worry, I'll deal with it." And I deal with it. Got in trouble from the prefects, the teachers, whatever you want to call them. Got in trouble by them, and they all came to me and said, "Oh man, you're so cool, you did that." And I said, "Who are you?" They go, "Who are you?" That's it. I don't know who you are. You're not my friends. You got. That's the thing. If you all got to stand together, united you stand, divided we fall. And that's something that we need to realize. That hey, Crazy John, how are you?
Hey, Crazy John.
But we need to realize that we're not in this alone together, but we need to vote with our wallets. And like I've seen it happen in the shopping center. Like I work in a supermarket, and I see the price of something, and I see that something that you buy every single day will not get cheaper. If anything, it'll stay the same price because they know people are going to buy it. They need that thing.
Yeah.
Right. For instance, I'm very savvy with buying stuff about like cat food, and so sort of Gingy's quite stubborn in eating certain food. He likes the cheap stuff, and he likes this other Felix stuff, but he won't eat other ones like but like I just sort of I've been waiting to buy the kid litter, and it won't go cheaper because the kid litter won't go cheap because everyone buys it every single day. Multiple businesses buy it.
Yeah, no, I've said it. I've said this quite a few times on live streams. Like, when these companies are profiteering on food, whether they're shrinking them to the point where they're literally a third of the size that they used to be, or they're just jacking up the prices, that the rate of increase in price is totally unjustified and unrelated to the raw ingredients, the cost of processing, making it, packing it and shipping it, and totally unrelated to any other external factor. Then the way to reduce the price is to stop buying the product. And there was a thing on the news earlier this week with McDonald's. So I don't know about Australia, but in the UK, like, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, possibly even 5 or 6 years ago, McDonald's is a place where you're hungry and you want to have a cheap snack. And you just swing by and you grab a burger and some fries and maybe a drink if you want. And you've spent £4.50, maybe. Yeah. Now you can spend, like, we went to a restaurant, me and my wife went to a restaurant yesterday. And for the two of us, so we had 2 main meals, we had a side, and I had a drink. My wife had water. But we spent about £35. And that's in a sit-down proper. In a proper restaurant. It's a Japanese restaurant as well, so it wasn't particularly cheap, but that place was really good. It's good value. You could spend for 2 of us, chips, fries, and a burger, or 20 chicken nuggets, and a Coca-Cola, medium Coke, and you're talking for 2 of us, £15.50. Yeah, it's outrageous. And now McDonald's, as I said, it was in the news last week that they're being forced to re-evaluate their pricing because they realise that the prices are high to the point where now they're losing sales because people are unwilling to spend the money. McDonald's is a slightly different case because it's a fast food restaurant, but even so, it's moved away from being a place where it was not people would just go when they felt hungry to now if you want to go to McDonald's, there are other choices where it may be cheaper, and some of them are formal restaurants. It's just wild.
Well, see, they've had to put in. I don't know if they did this in the UK. I think you've got the sugar tax. Like you had the sugar tax, where they basically the companies reduced the amount of sugar in their things because they were getting taxed for it. They was trying to battle obesity.
Mm-hmm.
But obesity, sugar is not the only cause of obesity. It's eating. It sounds weird, but eating food, eating the wrong types of food, the carbohydrates, the things that break down to simple sugars, eating the wrong food at the wrong time. You know what I mean? Like, you would be better off eating McDonald's for breakfast than you would be for dinner, because at least you have the whole day to burn it off. Use the energy. Because when you have a meal, most people have McDonald's, then they sit down, watch TV, then go to bed. They haven't. And their body's not going to, burn that energy off.
I don't eat McDonald's and go to bed now.
But McDonald's also is full of sugar. Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, hey Matt Malone, hello. Yeah, we do have a sugar tax now too, because now a lot of companies are secretly removing sugar from their stuff. So I think it's a home brand in my supermarket. They've 50% less sugar. There's a reason behind it. It's not to make us healthy. It's because they're getting taxed. Sugar's a very expensive thing. Sugar's quite expensive.
It's a raw ingredient. That's right.
Yeah, and it's used in a lot of things in Australia. Like it's used in fuel. I know this sounds weird. Fuel, yes. Ethanol-based fuels. The green fuel is sugar. In it.
Yeah, sugar. Yeah, you can actually fill
a byproduct.
With sugarcane, can't you?
Yeah, sugarcane. It's basically it's a byproduct of sugarcane sugar production, and then there's molasses, cleaning products. A lot of our cleaning products are sugar based. And the fat tax, we had that too. McDonald's, all the junk food. Hey, not too dead. How are you? Are you guys drinking again? No, not today. I'm not drinking.
I'm not drinking.
I don't drink.
I'm drinking days.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't drink too much. I don't drink at all, actually, but I don't. When I do drink, I drink it non-alcoholic beer.
No, but your point is correct. I mean, you pick up any fucking ready meal in a British supermarket, and the fucking sugar content is the least of your worries. It's full of carcinogenic ingredients and other.
There's something. This is something I'll share with you. My friend put this up on Facebook. I won't share the person's details, but I'll read you the information they actually wrote, and you would you'll actually think about the stuff that you're actually putting in your body. She's not a conspiracy theory, but she made a lot of sense, this person. I'll give you a moment to load it.
No, I demand you load it right now.
Oh, yeah, well, you can demand as much as you like. It doesn't mean you get it.
You just reminded me of something that happened here yesterday. Some fucking Uber Eats cunt closed my door, the front door, around, it was noon. It was lunchtime, midday. And my wife just let the person in through our intercom. She just released the door in the lobby. The next thing there, the guy's knocking on the door, and I opened the door, and I went, yeah? He went, I've got your food. I went, I ain't ordered any food. Instead of going, right, okay. He went, no, it says number 4. I'm like, yeah, not number 4, mate. Oh, okay then. But it does say, I went, I've just told you, we didn't order any bloody food. And I slammed the door in his face. And then he went downstairs. And he rang all the flaps. These people. Right.
So it's called Just a Little Bit. The saying is called Just a Little Bit. So it says it's just a little bit of chlorine in your water. It's just a little bit of heavy metals in your food. It's just a little bit of fragrance in your perfume. It's just a little bit of benzene in your sunscreen. It's just a little bit of aluminium in your deodorant. It's just a little bit of PFOA in your non-stick pans. It's just a little bit of phthalates in your plastic toys. It's just a little bit, phthalates.
I think it's violet, actually.
Violet? PHT.
Something different. Yeah.
Oh, well. It's just a little bit of menthol in your surface cleaner. Just a little bit of artificial colour in your toothpaste, ammonia in your sugar-free sweetener, propylene glycol in your skincare products, sodium lauryl lauryl sulfate in your laundry detergents? When does just a little bit become too much for the body to handle? It's true. If you have all these things in your body, these things are being pumped into your body to the point now where, putting my tinfoil hat on now, they are putting stuff into meat. They're putting stuff into meat that they're actually finding now. They're actually testing meat, and they're finding things that have been made to enhance the meat.
Have you seen the video of the fake food?
Yes, yeah, that's true. That happens. They're actually now able to create food from cells.
No, there's a video going around. I'm just trying to search for it, where people claim they've been buying like fake food, like food that's made out of rubber and stuff.
Oh yeah.
There's a really
well, that's happened. That's happened with rice. That's why they said to us in Australia, put your rice into water, and if it floats, it's made of plastic.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a video now.
And they do, like, it does happen sometimes. Though, like some rice does float, but if it all floats, it's plastic.
I found a video. I don't know whether it's the video, so I'm just going to quickly share it.
That's right. You go for it.
I'll have to like fuck around to make sure I don't get done for it. And I'll mute it as well because we don't need to listen to it. But where is it? Yeah, so look, so she's got this avocado, right? An avocado, you should be able to like mash it up, yeah, in your hand.
Yep.
And she can score it, but like it's all fucking rubberized. Look, it's like hard.
Yeah, but that happens though.
Yeah, it happens if it's an overripe avocado, sure.
No, if it's not ripe at all, it can happen.
Yeah, but then it's a different color, isn't it, if it's not ripe?
And
then this chicken one, yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is the actual.
What, she's put a magnet on it?
Oh yeah, look, magnetized. Well, that could be fake.
I think that's fake. Now, what's she going to say about this?
Yeah, this is like a banana that just bends like a piece of fucking rubber. It doesn't snap. A banana should be mushy, shouldn't they? You should be able to like squish it in your hand.
Yeah, but that again, that looks like one of those fake bananas. But anyway,
yeah.
Well, see how they ripen bananas. I don't know if they do the same in the UK, but they gas them here. They gas ripen. They pick them off green and then they gas ripen them. And you know what it is? Just where it comes down to who's the problem, who's the issue, who's the cause of this all? The consumer. Because you're about the same age as me. Fucking Tracy John Dildo. We are the problem, because when we were growing up, Barry, we knew what season it was, didn't we? It got to winter time, or the oranges would come out. It go to summertime, or the summer fruit come out. Now you can buy apples any time of the year. You can buy oranges any time of the year. Mangoes any time of the year.
Yeah, but that's partly because it's engineered, but it's mainly because transport. Like global logistics.
But also,
like in the UK, I'm sure people in the chat will back me up on this. Obviously, strawberries are a summer fruit, so you literally only had strawberries when they were in season.
Correct.
Now you can have them any time of the year, and sometimes they come from Scotland. Like you can eat Scottish strawberries in England in December or January in the supermarket. Now I've seen supermarket fruit on the floor of the shop, on the storefront, where like an apple is still frozen. So these are not like shipped to the store fresh and then put straight on display. The stuff that's sat in a freezer or a cold room for possibly weeks and then shipped out or put out for people to buy. But there's again, I'm not sure if this is the actual video I've been watching, but fake chicken. But I don't think this is the video. There's one where, no, that's not the video. There's one where this woman is washing a chicken breast in the sink. And then she says to the camera, she says, look at this. And she squeezes it in the palm of her hand, like it makes a fist. And all this water comes running out of it. And then she opens her hand up and it's reduced to a tiny little ball in the palm of her hand. which is, it's strange, but we all know that they pump our meats full of brine and other liquids, steroids and other stuff. So none of us will be surprised to see all the water pour out and for it to be kind of a ball. But then she says, then watch this. So she gets her open hand and then she puts it under the tap and turns the tap on. And in the space of about 20 or 30 seconds, the meat has reabsorbed all the liquid and it's now back to looking normal in her hand. And you see her close her hand again and obviously all the liquid comes back out. It's just mental that, that you're probably getting 20% of the meat that you thought you were buying. The rest of it is just liquid. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, this is the modern world, and it's only ever going to get worse as well. There's no way back. Just like these price increases in terms of supermarkets, there's no manufacturer on earth that's going to say, "Well, the COVID is over now, so we'll go back to the way it was before." And in fact, I saw a picture. I don't know the truth of this, but somebody had posted a photo somewhere. I can't remember where exactly I saw it. But it was of two Cadbury's chocolate bars. One here and one here, and the top one was just a normal chocolate bar, and the one underneath it was the same chocolate bar, except the wrapper was different. So the wrapper was the same, but it had a label on it that said "now even bigger," and the bars were physically the same size. So they're trying to con you. They're not even being honest.
Mate, massively.
It's honest,
like that.
But it's all right because
hello, Missa. Comes down to, do we need to buy local? We need to buy local. Many are unable to afford the extra 50% cost. Well, that's true. That's true, because we had a big push on Australian, but the thing is that when you have to buy your own country's produce, it costs more because we have rules in place of wages and minimum wages. So
but we have foreigners here. We have Eastern Europeans that used to pick our fruit.
Well, that's true. We used to have.
We don't want them. We don't want illegals here unless they're willing to pick our fruit for free.
Well, they used to have them here too. The fruit picking. That when COVID hit, that's why a lot of our fruit went to waste, because us Aussies didn't want to work. They don't want to work. It's really they don't really want to. They don't really want to work. They it sounds weird, but the immigrants, and I say immigrants because they're from various countries, they do the jobs that we don't want to do: cleaning, taxi driving, fruit picking. Where we think that that's below us. I'm a cleaner. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a cleaner. I don't care, because I enjoy my job. My job is not the worst in the world, and I make an impact in my company. So, I was in charge of that department, but now I'm not, and I don't feel any less of a person because I still contribute. So when I get the odd grumbles from people saying, "Oh, this is not good," and all that, it's made up with people who are generally happy. They're like, "Oh wow, thanks." And the common joke I get all the time: "Oh, when you finish that, come back and do my place." You know what I mean? They think that
they say that to you, do they?
Oh, mate, all the time. Come back to my place and clean. You can clean my place, and you can come to my place anytime and do my cleaning. Mainly old ladies and old gentlemen. They all say, "Oh, he goes, oh, mate, you look like a trade-in for my wife. She doesn't do a good enough job as you." I went, "Oh, your wife's sitting next to you, mate. You're going to cop it." But anyway, I jokingly just say it back to them. I go, "No worries, add to the list." And this lady actually came back to me and said, she goes, "Do you want my address for that list?" I went, "I'm only joking." She goes, "Oh, I thought you were for real." And I thought maybe there is something in this. Maybe I can go into home cleaning. Do you know what I mean? Maybe just
reminded me. It was at work the other day, and one of my colleagues, one of my staff, brought in a box of chocolates, and they said, "Oh, this is for another member of staff. They helped a customer out earlier this morning, and the customer's come back. And by way of thanks to the member of staff, they've given them, they bought them a box of chocolates. But I've explained to them that the member of staff's not on duty at the moment. So can I leave the chocolates in your office?" And I went, "Yes, you can." But
thank you.
Yeah. But then, me and a couple of other colleagues, we got started telling each other stories about mad things that customers have bought for us when we've helped them. And it doesn't really happen to me. There's only one time where I can recall. I've helped somebody and they, they've come back and bought you something. And there was this family once And I don't know what they asked me. I can't remember. I probably gave them directions to somewhere. And jokingly, I said to them, when you go outside, can you bring me back an ice cream? 5 minutes later, they literally came back down into the station, clutching an ice cream. I'm like, I was joking. But I thought that was nice that they bought them the chocolates, because it was quite a big box of chocolates as well. And they tasted very nice too. No, I didn't have any of that.
We have a few rules though. So if it's over a certain price, we're not allowed to accept it because it's considered.
Oh, same for us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's considered bribery.
What's your limit then? What's the cost?
I think it's for a business person. I think it's $100.
Oh, that's a lot. Ours is £15.
That's internal. That's internal. So internal. External, I think it's about $20.
All right.
Yeah, but company policy does also state for us to state to the customer, we are not allowed to accept gifts. It's our pleasure.
Well, no, we're not allowed to. People try and give you money and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, we're not allowed to take money.
Yeah, I remember. This sounds perverted, but it wasn't perverted. But me and a colleague, this is years ago, helped these two tasty Thai birds carry their suitcases down into the station once. And when we got to the bottom onto the platforms, they were trying to give me and my colleague like 20 quid each or whatever it was. And we were like, no, we're not allowed to take money. Can I have your number instead? But no, we didn't get the number. But our corporate governance says that anything over £15 and you have to officially declare it.
Yeah.
Otherwise it comes under like corruption. It's they take it pretty seriously.
Yeah. So we do have an ICAC here, which is Independent Commission Against Corruption.
Oh, what? A bukkake?
No, ICAC. It's called ICAC. ICAC, Independent Commission Against Corruption. And if anyone chooses to say that you've committed corruption, you can be actually taken to court and face charges.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'd like to see them take somebody to court for accepting a £16 box of chocolates, but you never know. You never know.
But then again, you don't want favoritism. You don't want someone to kick off and say, "Oh, you've done this."
Well, no, it's serious. I mean, in our case, it's multi-million-pound contracts and bribery, and that stuff does happen. And then we're required to take a course. It's an electronic online course once every 12 months about corporate governance and what to do if you're offered bribes, or if you're somebody puts pressure on you to show them favoritism or anything like that. I mean, even like in my role, although obviously I have no say in handing out contracts, obviously we have people who are contracted to come and work on the stations, and it can get very dicey from a political point of view. So it's best just to not get involved. Or if you I've heard stories about people being offered concert tickets and things like that in the past, but nah, never really happened to me personally. Who knows?
Yeah, well, we've been not offered that, but we got a nice lady that comes in and she buys us chocolate.
Chewing plastic dick. Okay. Don't know.
Hey?
Don't know. I've never chewed on plastic dick before. But I've never chewed on real dick either, so I wouldn't know. Choked on one, but never chewed it.
Did you swallow?
Spit, don't swallow, yeah.
That's it. I've been violated by a rubber banana.
That's it, yeah. While you're busy filleting it, somebody comes on. Yeah, I had that my arse 3
what is it? Are you thinking what I'm thinking, B1? No, B1. I do not want to be a choc top.
I didn't get that at all. What was that? A choc
top? Yeah. Do you know what a choc top is? Do you not get them at cinemas?
What's
They're
that?
ice cream. They're ice cream with the chocolate on the top of it, like an ice cream coating.
I'm not really sure what you're talking about.
Ice creams. Ice creams with chocolate. You know the Ice Magic?
This is England, we've got electricity and TV here and everything.
I know.
Not fucking backward. Of course I know what fucking ice cream is.
Yeah, but it's got chocolate with the Ice Magic on the top. It's dipped in chocolate.
No, I've never heard of that.
Oh, well, the cinemas we called choc tops. Yeah, choc tops. Look it up, Barry. It's not. Don't look up.
I'm fucking going to look it up now, just because
They're nice. They're yum. They're nice.
Chocolate top ice cream.
Freaking amazing, man.
No, I've never heard of it. I don't think we have those in the UK. No. I've
Yeah,
never seen
they're a staple at the cinemas. You get them, and they're just like a normal ice cream cone with the vanilla ice cream, and then it's dipped in chocolate and it's frozen. So anyway, and choc top obviously, because if you stuck a banana up your coit, it's chocolate. That's it.
That's a chocolate.
It's like ice magic. You know, the ice magic. You get ice magic, don't you? You pour it on your ice cream and it freezes.
Well, it's not called
syrup.
ice. It's not called. Yeah, exactly. It's not called ice magic. Can I just clarify that this is not in the park with Jimmy Savile? This is in fact in a cinema.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
It might be in Hyde Park with Mr. Jake the Peg. Yeah, but anyway, because we do have a Hyde Park as well. And do you know why it's called Hyde Park? Because it was the Hyde Park Barracks.
Because you're going there to hide, I don't know.
Named after the Hyde Park Barracks in the UK.
Indeed. I used to go past there. In fact, I think I went past there on a bus on one of your live streams.
That's right. But see, that's what our Hyde Park is named after, because that's where our cenotaph is, our massive cenotaph. We've got actually, when I get down to Sydney, I'm going to do a video there. You guys, we should do that, Barry. I think we should do. Oh no, we couldn't do it because it wouldn't be able to happen. There's too much distance between, not distance, but too much time difference between us. We couldn't both be in the same place at this.
I think we've already had this conversation about time.
No, but I meant like you don't want to be in Hyde Park at night time, and I don't want to be in Hyde Park at night time because my Hyde Park is dangerous for night time. It's
ours is locked up, but that doesn't stop people going in there and bumming each other and stuff.
Well,
I just want to show you this because I walked past this a few weeks ago.
Is it a dogging place?
I don't know. I've never been in there dogging. This is Park Lane, so this is one of the most exclusive parts of London, and there's like an illegal tent city that they've set up there.
Oh yeah, we have those too. Yeah,
I think they're Romanians or something.
Just be careful, man. This is GB News.
Yeah,
are they going to go dog? They are.
But look, this is in the middle of fucking London. I walked past it the other week, and I thought,
is she washing a chicken?
Yeah,
that's it. It looks pretty fresh too. It's got the head and everything.
Yeah, look. This is Park Lane in London.
Oh, Park Lane's a very.
It's like the poshest. It's like the poshest part of the city. It's on the edge of Mayfair. Hang on, let me.
Well, that's because people can't afford it, man. It's like
Yeah, but look, this. What the fuck?
And it lowers your real estate value too, having that in front of you. Oh, it's pretty clever.
These are multi-million-pound houses that it's sat in front of.
Well, yeah.
This is
fair play. Fair play.
TfL are responsible for it. People thought it was Westminster Council, but Transport for London are actually responsible for that.
Why are they? Because it's on a medium strip. It's a parkland. Who mows the lawn?
Yeah, it's the what do they call it?
Median strip.
Median strip. Yeah, it's in the middle of a dual carriageway essentially.
Okay. So basically, they have a carriageway, but do they not? Mate, see, look, Barry's just saying. Looks like.
Yeah. Well, I've heard parts of California are pretty rough these days, especially places like San Francisco.
Oh, I might as well share this. I won't share the sound. It probably won't be on. I
hope I don't get done for that.
Oh yeah, maybe. This is what we have. The similar thing.
Yeah, but I walked past that in Camden about 3 weeks ago, and then the next day it was on TV. I'm like, holy fuck! What is going on with the world?
This is Arab news. We might not get done for it. Really funny. We're getting put on.
Don't get a copyright, but you'll have your hands chopped off. Oh fuck! Just kidding.
This is Sydney. Sydney homeless tent city packs up after new laws. Let's mute the sound. So we've got the same thing. That's in the middle. That's in the middle of Sydney.
Holy fuck! Make it bigger. Fuck yeah! Now they're doing laundry or something.
Yep. Makeshift homes. That's Sydney Police. Yeah.
Is that Dirty Abbo? Is it?
Dirty man. It's. And look, basically like all the companies come in now, like all the unions. that guy. He's getting dressed for business.
Is that Brad Pitt? What the fuck? No, he was living in Sydney. He looked like he was getting ready to go to work, though, didn't it?
Like you can tell by the lights on the wall.
This is with crack addicts and all.
Yeah.
Charlie Beach refers to them crackies. Bunch of crackies.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of them, man. Like,
people say, "Oh, they're people. You shouldn't, mock them." Well, mate, get a job, get a home, live in the middle of a fucking.
But a lot of people are living. Oh, that's Adelaide. I would show you something, but it'll bring too close to home. But
no, I'm being harsh. At the end of the day, people have got backstories about why they're on the streets, and it's not, it's not all illegal immigrants and stuff. But still, it's shocking to be walking down the middle of Mayfair and to encounter an encampment of Romanians cooking chicken in the middle of a fucking road. It's mental.
Yeah,
absolutely mental. Melissa says, if I could live in a tent or motorhome, it's so much cheaper. Well, Punch's Couches does, doesn't he? So, you don't have to live in squalor if you've got a camper van. I mean, he looks quite cozy and comfortable in his, to be honest. Not sure whether I'd like the van life myself, but I'm assuming van life in America is quite different from van life here. I mean, here, I wouldn't like to fall asleep in any fucking van in the middle of the night. How scary would that be?
So there's no. I think someone took it down. There was actually a video in my local town where there was a tent city right on the river. Yeah. They've actually taken it down, so they might have got forced to take it down, actually.
Who by YouTube?
Yeah, because if someone reports a video, they have to, My internet's running really slow. Really slow.
Well, we're still in 720, aren't we? So we can't actually tell.
Well, I was actually going to test something out, but maybe next time. But I can still do multi places with Streamlabs. So I think it's two or three places in 1080.
I don't know how to multi-stream on Streamlabs. Actually, I'm not sure how to do that.
You just set a destination. Actually, I'm still learning it because.
How'd you set a destination?
Can't remember. I can't say. I couldn't tell you. Whilst I'm just not doing it.
I've tried messing around with it, but I can't be bothered, to be honest. If I'm going to use that, I'd rather use just regular OBS and just pump YouTube directly, or directly to YouTube rather from OBS. But even OBS is a ball ache because it just gets out of control. The more people you have and the more things you need to do. Because when I started live streaming, way before I met any of you guys, me and my friend used to live stream, and we used to get Rick Howden used to come into the chat sometimes, so we kind of got to know Rick. I'd known him through Gareth's channel anyway, but there was a couple of other people who used to come to our live streams. But so many of those live streams, we used to start the stream and then OBS, something would go wrong, or my audio would drop out and I couldn't hear myself, and so many of those streams, you'd like, hang on, we'll be back. And then we'd have to set up a new stream and restart OBS. Oh, what a nightmare. We were like, surely there's an easier way of doing this. And then in the end, I started paying for StreamYard. I think my StreamYard plan renews in about 2 or 3 days. So I'm quite glad I've downgraded now.
Oh, you were going to credit too. So yeah, just to let everyone know, I've downgraded my stream yard. That's why it says the logo. That's
Thanks for coming, Barry. Good to see you. And
that's
have a
Barry
good one.
Storms
Okay.
and Radios and Cats. Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, I just downgraded just because it was just becoming a financial burden, and because I'm stepped down from my work, obviously I had to make some decisions in my life to keep myself afloat.
Well, I just downgraded it because I don't feel like paying £20 a month, and we're not really. I don't see the benefit. Like I said earlier, if we were getting 1080 out of it, then I wouldn't really mind so much. But
I think even 1080, I think it's just a big con. But you know what? The good news is I can still have 10 people up. I can still multi-stream. I can still work. It just means I've got the StreamYard logo, which, to be honest, is not much different to, like, I don't have to have the proper StreamYard logo. I've just got StreamYard written there, not the whole duck in there. So, whereas if you do screen recording, if you do a like a screen capture of the StreamYard and not pay for it, you're going to have that big duck in with the word StreamYard. So it's a lot less. Like it's about $10 a month. So sure, that's $120 a year, but it's a lot better than what I was paying. I was paying nearly $40. Oh, good night, Melissa.
I think that's not Melissa going. I think she just said. I just realised as soon as I put the comment up. I think she's saying good night to Barry Storm.
Oh, yeah,
when you say Barry, you have to specify which Barry you're talking
to.
Well, sometimes it gets a bit confusing.
It's really funny
because Barry's in the chat. You're like,
when I hear some people say Barry Titty, it's like saying titties.
Titties, yeah.
Titties. Twitties.
Yeah.
Pair of titties.
Or temporary transsexuals.
Yeah. Wow. Whatever floats your boat.
That's it.
I'm just installing OBS now, so I've got Streamlabs OBS, which is pretty. I've never really.
So we're streaming to 2 destinations. We actually have Whack in a third right now, couldn't we? Just. We could do a kick. We could add kick.
That's not kick. It says OBS files are being used by the following applications through your end. Please close the application to continue setup.
It might be your webcam or something.
Yeah. And it says OBS files.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean files. It means services, isn't it? That's what it means.
All right, I'll wait to do that later on. Look, as I said, I'm happy.
You might have to use a different web browser. Hang on, you said you didn't. I'm confused. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No, if you're running OBS is not a browser extension. It's
it's running files. It's running files. So it obviously has to have web into action. Pardon me. Excuse me. Sorry. I know. I got stuck in watching something last night before I went just before I fell asleep last night. It was the YouTube short things, and it was the bloody
the crack cocaine of YouTube.
Yeah. The Britain's Got Talent, and this lady comes out to sing like a ABBA song, and they go, "Oh, ABBA!" She's gonna sing ABBA, and she just starts belching and saying the words and burping. It's like. Oh, the best one I saw, Barry. Oh, the best one I saw is where the guy does magic, and he goes, "Oh, look at this," and he goes, "Oh, boy!" He starts flipping. He goes, "He just flipped in the bird." He's just like going, yeah, and some goes, sorry. Yeah. Just started flipping the bird, just going like he goes, "Watch me this." And he pulls something out and he goes, "Ooh!" I was like, yeah. Some of them are really good. Some of them are really good, the AGTs.
I don't know. It depends. Sometimes I just stop scrolling through them with something funny, and then it's just a rabbit hole of people getting injured, ambulances, emergency vehicles, people getting themselves. Oh, no.
It's not good. What's the other one? Instagram. Oh, I gotta stop watching those because when you start watching Instagram shorts, they or Instagram stories. They're not shorts, they're Instagram stories, so they're the same thing. But yeah, I watched the one and they start making you cry, like they're really hard, emotional, like people. But like, I'm starting to get upset with those people who help people, and it sits there and goes, I think Jim Carrey did it. Jim Carrey did a video and he goes, "Hey, I have an idea. I'm going to use my fortune to go to someone who's less fortunate and embarrass the absolute shit out of them and say, hey, buddy, are you on the street? Are you alone? Are you desolate? You know, are you poor? Here, I'm gonna help you, but I'm gonna make a video and make money off it. Is that okay? You know, yeah. Hey, Lucy, Grace, 56. How are you? Like they make those videos where they're helping people. I guess they do tug at your emotions and you do watch them. So they are like sort of a clickbait. But my grandmother and my mum and dad, they always said to me, they go, if you do help someone, do it in private. Don't big note yourself, because then your reward's there. That's how your reward is. You know, but if you do it in secret,
I was going to say something, but I think I'll just keep quiet. Yeah.
What?
Donations on live streams.
Well, see that too. Like, you know, like I'm only assuming if we started getting donations, people like to do that.
No, I mean like in terms of. I don't want to say.
It doesn't.
Let's not go there. Yeah, let's not go there.
But
people want to go, that's up to them. But
correct. So I do on my channel have a.
The last thing I want to do is to donate to someone's live stream for it to big flash up in the middle of the screen. You have donated £2. No, I'd rather do that.
But I guess that's okay, because I guess if you choose to do that, you know your name's going to go up. But if you do, like,
well, that's the point, isn't it? That's exactly the point. People do it for narcissistic reasons.
That's right.
The same with super chats. Yeah. He's not paying me attention. I'm going to pay $1.50 and he'll read my comment out.
Well, that's true. Some channels do that. Some massive channels do that. They'll only read your comment if you actually paid money.
Yeah. Oh, I know that.
And I think that's stupid. Like I'm telling you right now, like, yeah, I don't expect to be made big. I don't. Yeah, I'm not expecting it. Like, but look, you know, I'm going to. I'm not going to stop reaching for the stars, because, you know, dreams do come true, but they take a lot of hard work to get there. You know what I mean? They don't, you know, don't dream, do. That's one of my friends' sayings in his videos. He says, don't dream, do. That's true. Yeah, dream is the thing. Dream is how you think about what you're going to do, but actually physically going out and doing it is how you achieve it. Yeah.
Yes, but then the bar's pretty fucking high, isn't it, really? Let's be honest.
But, yeah, like, I know some people say you have to make a career out of it. Yes, you do. You have to. I agree with what you said to me, Barry, in the past, where you do have to put a lot more into what you get. And these guys,
no, I'm not trying to burst your bubble, but just
but it's true. It's true. That's right. Because I look at the fact that
this is the dilemma of YouTube. Like, to be successful on YouTube, you have to, like, stop doing paid work and do YouTube full time.
Yeah,
and you can't afford to do YouTube full time unless you have a job. So you have to subsidize the YouTube with a job. So it's one without the other, or the other without the one. You can't have both.
But you can slowly build your empire. You can slowly build your empire until you get to a point where you can.
Yeah, if you're on YouTube for 1,000 years, the chances are quite high that you might have.
But there are people that have gone out. There are people that have gone out and made it instantly overnight. There are people that do this. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. If you want to do YouTube and be stupid, you know, you could.
Exactly. That's right. Yeah.
People talk about Mr. Beast because he's obviously the most famous YouTuber. I'm not subscribed to Mr. Beast. Never have. Don't watch his stuff.
Neither am I.
It doesn't interest me.
Yeah, correct.
And when you tell people this, they're like, "Why? Really? You don't watch it?" I'm like, "No, I've never watched it. Never. No interest."
Jake Paul and all that, no. Logan Paul, no. Never watched them. Never an interest. PewDiePie, I think I've seen about maybe 1 or 2 videos because they were actually about something that I actually wanted to watch. You know, he was going about something serious. J2 Cents, you know, like, I watch him because it's interesting. He does the computer reviews of computer products and all that. obviously the proper people are probably one of the biggest YouTubers that I'm subscribed to. A pair of them, Michael and Brian. Yeah, so.
I've
But
I've already said that. Yeah, YouTube is just YouTube at the end of the day. It's the same with TV and film, isn't it? Like celebrity culture. There was a video I was watching earlier this afternoon. Actually, it was Anya Taylor-Joy, British actress, and she was just walking. I don't know what the context of the video was, but she was just walking somewhere, and she had like what looked like a couple of bodyguards or assistants on either side of her, and there was a guy harassing her for what looked like her autograph. But he was doing it in a really intrusive way, meaning that he positioned himself in front of her so that she had to stop walking. And then he shoved the pen and paper under her nose, practically giving her no choice. And he was hustled to the side by one of the bodyguards, minders. And she carried on walking. And then the same guy, went round the back of her and then came round the other side to try and get her autograph. And in the end, they hustled her off and into a car. And the guy was, it was quite an obnoxious video because the guy was obviously so persistent, and he kind of crossed the line from being, a fan or somebody who appreciates her, as an actress or because she's, attractive or whatever, to just basically being creepy as fuck. And that's the fine line with celebrity culture. And like, we're just YouTubers. We're just regular people who happen to live stream. We're not celebrities or famous in any way. But there are people here, not here, but in the community at large, who treat some of us, not me and probably not you, but some of us like celebrities. And to me, they're just people.
Well,
they're not. It's only YouTube. Yeah,
that's right. So, like, actors, musicians.
People mistake the actors for the people they're at, the part they're playing. It's like
that's right.
It's just an actor, he's not really Indiana Jones.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, like, matter of fact, if you probably walked up to him and tried to strike up a conversation, you probably realise he's not a very nice person to talk to.
Well, that's true of some actors too, isn't it? Jamie says, I watch a YouTuber that's grown to 630,000 in a year and 3 months. You have to be likable, and some people just have it. That is true. I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not very likable. That's the trouble.
Don't try and mimic someone else's success, because that's riding on someone else's coattails. So
yeah.
Right. So basically, like, if you're going to follow a comet and try and get the same success that comet's getting in space, realize that you're just going to be in the trail of its success, and you're not going to be successful yourself, because you're only going to be labeled a copy.
Well, you're describing the urbex community there, basically. Yeah.
That's right.
Like,
So
there are many copies, but there's only one original, and the copies are never as good. So
that's right. So when you watch a video, sometimes it's good to watch different people's perspective, but when you go at the same time, you're going to see the exact same thing as someone else is seeing. You're not going to see something differently, right? Because you're going to hear the other, like, close friends of mine do urbexing together, but you hear them talking in the background. You can hear them talking in the background. I do notice that certain YouTubers say, listen, you go your way and I go my way, so we're not crossing over.
Don't cross the streams, yeah.
That's right. Don't cross it, because all of a sudden you've got you can hear them talking in the background, or, but it's always good to see someone else's perspective of it, because I've seen some videos where people have done it. I thought, do you know what? I could probably do a better job. And the reason being is because I have better equipment. That's not popping my own horn. I did spend a lot of money. I invested in these equipment. They're not the best of the best, but they do it. They do the job, and they do it good.
People tell me I've got amazing equipment.
And they sit and they say, what?
But that's not about that's nothing to do with live streaming.
You promised me matchbooks, cars. You gave me micro machines.
Fucking hell, Danny. That's quite hurtful.
No, but you know what I mean. That's it. You're right onto it. You're right onto it. Yeah, that's it. Like Laura's, I'll just put this up if you don't mind. Copying is stupid. Be yourself. Even copying someone's speech is not the form of flattery. It's immature.
Agree.
Yeah, life's too short. Just be you, and that's true. It's true because if you want people to like you, right, you want them to like you. You don't want to have to put on a fake persona. You don't want to have this is me on YouTube and this is me on real life, right? If you meet me outside of YouTube, like I speak to Barry, Laura, obviously Kel's my partner, but I speak to her. I speak exactly the same as I do on a live stream. I don't. Maybe
you get naked in private. No, just kidding.
Is it getting hot in here? Have some music, please. Dum, dum, dum,
I was wondering why my
dum,
computer was going tense.
dum,
Do you know,
dum.
my computer is getting really hot. I'm
Is
actually
it?
a little bit worried. Yeah.
The
It,
M1
it doesn't usually do that, so I'm a bit worried.
Is it warm though?
It's muggy here. I wouldn't say it's super warm, but it's definitely muggy. 17 degrees.
Wow. Mugginess there.
Well, this is at the root of why I don't like the paranormal channels. So I realise Melissa's here and she loves paranormal. I have no issue with that. But for me personally, you know, there's not a single paranormal YouTuber that puts out genuine content as far as I'm concerned. They all make it up to one extent or another, some to a much greater extent than others, for sure. But
Well, see, what did Laura write something
it's common knowledge that certain individuals fake stuff because they've got an army of people willing to donate. Yeah.
So,
but like I said, I have no problem with it. Just it's not my thing. That's all. So.
With Melissa saying that, she says exactly, Jamie, but also smaller channels are fun as well. Something I would say to you about smaller channels is that they're going to interact with you.
Small channel, small penis. No, sorry, what? No, just kidding.
They interact with you. They will interact with you. For instance, if you're only one person in a chat stream of 2,500 people, right, and that chat stream's going, brrr, brrr, you know, even if they put on slow mo, sometimes it still goes quick. You know, I've been in live streams where there's 2,500 people. And I wrote a comment. I went, "Hello, such and such." Right, I watched my comment disappear off the screen within a second. It just went boom, 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 because there was 2,500 people in that live stream. It was on a Kick live stream too. So, but I've struck a friendship outside.
I stroked. Did you?
I struck a friendship outside. I
stroked a friend.
Can I stroke a friend, please, Eddie? Can I have a 50-50? What's a 50-50? A nifty 50? Oh, hey.
Can I have a 69? No, 99. Sorry, I meant 99.
Can I stroke a friend? I mean, call a friend.
Stroke a friend.
Stroker. Yeah,
do you know what? I think it was Streamlabs that was making my computer go fucking nuts. It's really
it does. It learns. It makes it. Yeah, it's a very high intensity thing.
I stroked one off.
Stroke one off. At the third stroke,
I stroked my little friend.
Come on, I got to tell my joke.
Stroker.
We're going to tell you a German joke. Knock knock.
Oh, fucking hell. Don't get it shut down.
I won't say it, but I didn't say anything. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Slap me in the face. We are the only ones that shall be talking around here.
We will give the orders. Yeah.
We will give the orders around here.
Yeah, knock. Who's there? Nazi who? We will give the orders. Yeah.
We will give the orders around
It's
here.
a visual joke. You can't tell it. It's a visual joke.
Yes, I know.
Should we show it? Probably show it.
No, you get done. It's a movie. It's out of a movie. So
stroke.
It. Well, you know what? I always thought about that. Like, you know, why they call it a two-stroke mower.
You know, you were talking earlier about military.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the stories my mate in the army told me, said that when he first joined the army, his first deployment was to Northern Ireland.
Oh,
I didn't really understand this because I've never been there, but he said, like, in certain parts of Northern Ireland, like the British Army, they have like observation towers set up. And he said he was in there one night doing night duty, and he got bored. He said he pulled a filing cabinet across the entrance door, and had a wank.
Oh,
Apparently, he didn't realise that people in another watchtower were watching him through a pair of binoculars, and they saw the whole thing. So he became known as basically the midnight watchtower wanker. When he told me the story, I was
nice. At
laughing.
the
I just
midnight
couldn't believe
hour,
it.
he was stroke,
Yeah,
stroke,
yeah,
stroke.
but yeah, he had a
Yeah,
midnight
we've had
wanker watchtower in Northern Ireland because he was fucking bored.
we've had a few of those things. Like, you know, do you know why you wear
Thank God
you
they've got
always
digital cameras.
bring your own thongs, mate. Take thongs into it, mate, because those showers are
Yeah, midnight stroker. That's right.
midnight stroker, 2-time choker,
yeah. But that was fucking
a
never did that.
two stroke victor.
For the rest of his time while he was in the army, he just got known as the guy who had a wank in the watchtower.
Brand stroker Dracula.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm like, what did you do? Did you like?
Yeah,
Did you do it on the floor, or I can't remember what he said. I think he said he did it into a fucking waste bin or something. I don't know.
I was cleaning my
Probably
pistol.
did it in the filing cabinet for all I know.
Yeah. Why are these files stuck together?
Yeah, it was an open and shut file. Dear.
Yeah, I do. That's one thing I will. I will honor this. No matter how big or how small I stay, I will always make sure that I've acknowledged people.
Yeah, that's a very emotive thing. We do genuinely try and shout people out in the chat. I know Crazy John does it. I know Frank Triggs does it. If he spots people coming into the chat. For us, it's a minor thing, but if you're in the stream watching it, then yeah, it is nice to be acknowledged, I guess.
But I guess some understanding has to be applied to that too, because
we know the people who've been here from the start anyway, don't we? We know.
Well, that's right. People like, I think even Kel said to me once. She goes, "How do you learn all their names?" I said, "Because you get to know them. You get to know their stories, their backgrounds, what they've shared, and like." I have a fairly good memory.
Well, we've had some cracking live streams in the past, so
yeah,
you tend to bond with these people over some of the fucking live streams.
That's right, and
the madness that's transpired.
And yeah.
Oh, go on.
I've just been thinking like something like people like you have to realize that once you do get to a point where you do have 100 people, 90 people, 40 people plus in your chat talking, it's very hard to miss someone. Even when we're chatting, we sometimes miss it. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then people will write back to us and say, "You didn't read my comment out," or like it's not that we didn't, we might have missed it. Do you know what I mean? Like, or sometimes, it's very rude. I guess it'd be rude for me to sit there and say, "I'm on your live stream, but I'm going to take a phone call at the same time, and I'll still be here," but I'm not. You know what I mean? I excuse myself, go off the live stream, take the phone call, because I know I'm not going to give you the same courteous of attention. Same as on the live stream. Like, yes, the chat's there. Yes, you are there, but you're also talking to you, Barry. So for me to sit there and say, "Stuff you, Barry, I'm going to talk to the chat," I'm neglecting the panel bit.
I don't give a shit.
Well, you do. Well, obviously we would, because I would. Like, we do talk to the chat, and you guys do make the chat. That's right. It is called a chat for that point. It's back and forth, right? When we run out of ideas, we need someone to feed off. Fucking too many times. Who are these new people? This is nice, new people.
Well, that's an original one, isn't it?
Well, actually, he was cloned with the milkshake made of John Lennon and
the love
Kurt
child
Cobain.
of John Lennon and Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, depends on what lighting you get him in. Yeah, when Barry puts the pistol in the mouth, he looks like Kurt Cobain.
Pistol or shotgun? It's one of them.
Shotgun. Yeah, well, I was
yeah.
But like, people have to realize that, like, don't expect things off people, though. That's the thing. Don't expect, like, because at the end of the day, you're still dealing with a human being. At the end of that live stream,
These people are not human. What are you talking about?
We are not human. Shut up. Did I ask you
Not
the door?
allowed. Not allowed.
What do you mean not allowed? Listen. Oh my God, my head. How did I get in here? The door opened. You got in.
Yeah.
But like, like that's something that some YouTubers do need to realize, is they need to realize that when they do talk about their past and they do talk about where they come from, and they need to realize that, yes, they've come from a place. They need to realize that who got them there. Yes, your hard work got you there. Yes, you did the hard work. Yes, you bought the equipment. But your supporters, your people in the chat, they're the ones who are there for you. Like anyone can go live. Anyone can go live. You know what I mean? Like you can go live, and if no one was in the chat, how long do you think that chat's going to last? That live stream, not very long, I'm assuming.
Well, when I used to live stream and nobody was watching, I genuinely used to use it as practice.
Yeah.
So it becomes a bit weird because you're talking to yourself, no one's watching. So sometimes I used to stop and just sit there for about a minute or two and not say anything. And obviously it's of no consequence because nobody's watching the stream. And you wouldn't really get anybody watching back either. But I think I've mentioned before, I just realized I have this ability just to spend hours talking to myself. So sometimes you go live, no one really is in the chat, or the chat isn't chatting, and you can still go for 4 hours. It's fucking weird. I don't really get it.
But I guess I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking, is there a use in live streaming? Like, is live streaming for me was a go-to. Like, it was really, I was getting like, sometimes up to 30 people in my chat. Now, like we're struggling. There's also time of morning. There's time of morning now. I've got 5 people. Like, it's Saturday here.
Oh, there's 15 watching between the
15 total, but 5 in mine and 10 in yours. Because obviously the time for you is early morning and there's more people. Correct. Yeah, team temporal tampons.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Well, part of it is obviously the time of day. Part of it is that.
Correct.
And then part of it is just like Jamie said. Some people are interested in you, in your opinions and the things you say, and then other people couldn't care less.
Like I do notice that
like if certain individuals went live right now, that everyone would leave our chat and go to them. It's just that's just the way it is.
and I don't have any animosity against that person because that person has been in the game long enough.
Well, I wasn't talking about a specific individual. I mean,
no, but I'm saying anybody. There's several people. That's right. Big Clive went live. Like, obviously not on YouTube anymore, but if he went live right now and 50% of our audience is subscribed to him, he has a good following. He has a good demeanor. He's very easy to watch. But but then I look at this. Why is it sometimes we watch a video and then when we're live, we get something like like 15 people watching, yeah. But then several days later, you got 257 views on that video.
Because it's drama. So when I started live streaming, this is the mistake I made, was you do drama, you get the views. And it's proven time and time again. Now, there's this massive misunderstanding. Like, some people are still hung up on the fact that they think I seem to like drama, and it's actually the opposite. I hate it. Now, like for me, the biggest drama, if you like, was the Miss Boo thing back on my previous channel in another YouTube live. But now that I can kind of look on that and understand what actually happened, and now I have a rough idea of what was going on and why it happened like it happened, I can rationalize it much more. But in the heat of the moment, at that time, when I was in the middle of it and it was weird and I didn't really understand it, and I knew something was up, but I couldn't really put my finger on what it was that was wrong. So I did a live stream where I spoke about her, 65 people watching that live stream. And it was just me talking about her for about, I can't remember, maybe 40 minutes, maybe a bit longer, 50 minutes. Wasn't even an hour long. But I had over 60 people watching that live stream. And like you said, now it's just me and you chatting shit about nothing in particular. And even in the peak, like times here, you're lucky if you get 28, 30 people, max. And you could say to yourself, well, yeah, it's a bit of a fade. What's the point if we're only getting these amount of people in our live streams? But I don't want to do the drama. I really don't. And I get so conflicted, because me, you and Laura have had this discussion privately between the three of us in relation to something that I'm not going to talk about, a certain individual. And we agreed that that person was the drama. But that person was actually quite popular in terms of like the streams and, coming up and going live and so on and so forth. So you become conflicted because that person becomes integral to your live streams. You do a live stream, that person's there, or you're on their channel and so on and so forth. And that's how you get the views. When you do a live stream on your own, you don't necessarily get that person's audience come over to you. Now it is what it is. I don't worry about it anymore. I'm less inclined to even notice it, to be honest. But I'd rather just... There's different philosophies on YouTube. There are some people who think you shouldn't block anybody and you shouldn't seek to censor and you shouldn't control. And for me, it's a really fine line because I don't believe in censorship. But I don't want trouble. I don't want people coming to my channel and making trouble. And unfortunately, for various reasons, again, that I'm not going to go into, I've had people come to my channel and cause trouble. And some of those people have ended up being blocked. But I don't block. My logic on it is I don't block people unless they're causing trouble or they're obviously a troll. You get these weird accounts that come into your chat and they're posting sex links or whatever it is. Yeah, obviously they're a troll. Obviously they're going to get blocked. But I'm not all about censoring people. I just don't believe that I want people to come into the chat and fuck around. So there has to be some control, in my opinion. And going back in time, I've been accused of various things and behaving in various ways. And I've been called everything from a fucking dictator to a YouTube Nazi. And I'm neither. I just want to do my live streams and enjoy them. Exactly, yeah. My Führer, yeah. You're throwing me off now. No, the point, it goes back to what I keep saying over and over and over again, and it pisses me off when I hear certain individuals make snidey little comments. I'm only on YouTube to have a laugh and a joke and not to take things too seriously, because it's only YouTube. That's all. And as I said at the beginning, I fell into the trap of the more drama you do, you get the views. And you get the subscribers as well. When I deleted my previous channel, I can't remember exactly. I think I got up to 176 subscribers. It's only a couple of weeks, in the last couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, that I managed to get past 200. It's taken me 2.5 years to get anywhere near to the point in terms of subscribers that I had on my old channel. And obviously my old subscribers, they used to go there because they thought it was drama. And me and Laura have talked often about how when we don't do drama, people come looking for it. It's wild.
Richard, how are you?
Morning, Gareth. And morning,
here's the Queen Bee.
The Queen, Her Majesty.
My Queen, Her Majesty.
I bow down before you.
I bow down to you, but please don't kick me. Please don't kick me in the head after I bow down.
I'm bowing, but Danny's actually giving you a curtsy right now.
Shut up, Harry.
Got to do it properly.
We're not worthy.
Left foot in front of the right.
Danny identifies as a peasant.
Well,
I'm pretty sure Danny identifies as lots of things.
Yes, identify as human. Thank you.
Laura, they're all saying good morning to you. So Bridget says good morning, and Maria says good
Morning, darlings. Sorry, I've only got Daddy's open, so I can't see your chat.
How dare you?
Fucking
Fuck you, Barry.
stresses me out.
I know where your loyalty lies now.
I'm
Laura.
listening. You didn't come up as a. No,
That's it.
I didn't get a notification for you, and I am. I've got the bell on.
Barry does have that problem with the bell end.
Yeah, he likes shoving it in places that he shouldn't. We know.
Thank you, Jamie.
That's
2002, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, 2003 is better. But
I actually tried to go to sleep, but the cat Loki kept jumping on my head, going, "I need to go out. I need to go out."
I currently have 428, Barry. Just saying.
Anyway, how are you, Laura?
Still not 20 million though, is it? So hush your chops.
No. Ilche, baby. Ilche. It'll happen. Let's age. Yeah.
Don't copy him. It's horrible.
Not. You know what's really funny is I don't copy him, but people sit there and go, someone walked up to me the other day and go, "Oh, you know Spaniard." I go, how do you think I know Spaniard? Because I said, I seen the video of you talking to him. Someone else has put a video of me talking to Spaniard, and they sat there and said, "Is that Spaniard's son?" I'm older than him.
Spaniards.
Oh, there's so many horrible comments going through my head. Stop me. Just stop me now.
No, go say it, please. We need drama. We need views.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that was it, isn't it?
Don't get me wrong, you were handsome, but he's fucking hot.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Laura.
You told me to say it.
Who are we talking about now?
Spaniard.
You think he's hot?
You've seen his body.
He's quite fit, yeah. Have you seen my body? I'm pretty ripped too.
Yeah, I've noticed this, Laura. You're very shallow.
Fucking 90s fucking dad bod, mate.
You're very shallow, Laura. You like.
I've actually lost weight, just let you know. Everyone.
There's nothing wrong. So have I, but so what?
Ripped man with massive cock, is that?
Yeah, I own one of those. What's next?
Hang on, what's going on here? It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. Events here. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. You know what? I remember the funniest thing.
Do you want to laugh?
Heard. Yeah, go on.
You know, I've got that back alley, and they built those.
Hey, what back alley?
They built the garages, didn't they? The private garages.
Yep.
Behind my garden. One of the blokes that uses one of them keeps speeding down the alleyway, and I mean speeding. And I'm like, if you hit one of my cats, mate, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
You're going to be a dead man walking. And he looked at me and he went, "It's okay, Jimmy Savile. Don't worry." I went, "You want to fucking hope I'm not Jimmy Savile, because I'll be touching your kids, wouldn't I, you twat?" And his face just went.
That's not very nice.
He's been driving quite slowly though since.
That's not very
I think
nice.
I scared him.
Jimmy used to sit there, maybe in Hyde Park for choc tops.
I was just like, what the actual fuck, mate? I'm not even offering you ice cream. Don't you dare call me Jimmy Savile.
You haven't lived life till you've had a cornetto up your rear end.
99, mate. Extra chocolate flakes and sauce.
Imagine.
Yeah, don't want to know where the flake comes from.
And that Sunday. Oh, the funniest thing I ever seen was this video. The guy says, "Oh, can I have a Scotch and Coke?" And he walks in, he hands him an apple. He goes, "What's this?" Asked for Scotch and Coke. And he goes, "Take a bite of it." And he goes, takes a bite. And he goes, "Well, it's Scotch." He goes, "Take another side." The other side, he takes a bite. It's Coca-Cola. Anyway, the next guy he goes, "Oh, I want a gin and tonic." And he goes, gives him an apple. And he goes, "Mate, believe me, taste it." Yeah, takes a bite. He goes, "Wow, that's real gin." He goes, take the other side. He goes, it tastes like tonic. Yeah. Anyway, this other guy walks in. He goes, "Hey, mate, can I just have like a Bacardi and Coke?" And he goes, No, have anything you want, man. Have anything that you want, any flavor. And he goes, "All right, no worries. I'll have a pussy, one that tastes like a pussy." He goes, "No worries, mate." Takes the bite out of that. He goes, "Tastes like ass." He goes, "Turn it around." Oh, classic.
Just no. Nobody needs to be tasting your bottom.
Classic. It was a great joke. It was a bit long, but it was funny.
How many people laughed though?
Oh, mate, I laughed. Hello. Oh, Lucy's saying hello to Laura.
Hi, Lulu.
No, Lucy Grace.
It reminds me of the one of the Charlie Beach. He's walking through Manchester city centre. There was this pro-Palestinian protest about to start. He comes across like a little stall that they've set up with
I don't know who that is, but hello.
Workers' Revolution Party, like communists, basically, in the middle of the square. And he walks up to them with his camera and he kind of holds it in front of him and he goes, "You just support communism because you can't get enough pussy." And he walks off, just fucking leaves them standing there. And I thought, yeah, that's quite true. Yeah.
Actually,
this fucking country's going to pot, mate, this last
Daniel sent me a picture. He goes, it was a pussy energy drink, right? It's called pussy energy drink. And I went,
oh, they've been around ages.
I know, but then I was sitting there, I was just thinking about it. I go, hey, Daniel, are you holding your pussy in a can?
Be a first time for everything, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if it looks like pussy, it smells like pussy, it tastes like pussy. It's an energy drink.
Really salty.
It's an energy drink, that's right. It's warm now, it's getting warm.
Mm. Well, the rain lasted all of 3 minutes.
I don't know, I'll have to pull up a radar. Let's have a look.
And yet Winchester can have a metre of rain up to their waist in 5 minutes.
What's going on here?
No, there's no rain here.
Never on. It's not fair.
I don't know, I quite enjoy a good thunderstorm every now and again, but
we need one. It's so sodding heavy. It's horrible.
Yeah, it was good the other day, but it was short-lived. So we had about a 10-minute thunderstorm and then a couple of hours of torrential rain, but then it stopped. And nothing even got flooded. That's disappointing.
Gingy, no.
Just weird. Really weird. Just shows how bad Hampshire County Council are at keeping their drains cleared.
Clean the pipes, yeah. That's right, yeah.
They do nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Oh, I was going to say your birds are starting early, but they are. It's 5 a.m.
Yeah.
It's 21 degrees here.
Fucking seagulls.
This is the UK weather radar map showing the rain.
Wow.
Yeah, look at the rain. Completely missing me.
Well, it's almost there for you, isn't it?
No, no. Not at all.
No, you're more that way, aren't you?
No.
Yeah. Now I'm here. He'll be coming towards me.
Looks like a dolphin.
More like a T-Rex with a really long arm.
Yeah, somebody thought they spotted a dolphin in the Thames a couple of days ago. It turned out just to be a bin bag that somebody had slung in there.
Camping bus.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see them drink? Do you see them swimming in the was it Siam or what it's called over in Paris? Where the bloody thing's called, the sewer? They're all getting out, throwing up.
I don't even know how I came back to this.
Jamie, is that true? 41 degrees Celsius at 9 p.m. And
you can keep that.
That's ridiculous.
Where's she at? Death Valley?
Well, Bristol, even River Avon's got a crocodile.
Hell.
Yeah, that's Arizona for you. Fuck yeah, now, Jamie.
Hell, that's 41 degrees, not 41 Fahrenheit. Bloody hell.
No, 41 C. Yeah.
Oh.
It's crazy.
I'd die, but at least you have air conditioning, is all I can say.
Yeah, true.
That's one thing. Like, seriously, when I come to the UK, I'm going to have to buy a portable air conditioner wherever I go because it
won't make any difference.
Are you going to buy a portable air conditioner? Where are you going to plug it in?
Pointless.
I know. Solar panel.
Absolutely pointless, because even if you had like a neck fan, all it does is just blow hot air into your face, and it's vile.
A fan's a fan.
Well, I think that's what makes me ill at work is we have quite a good it's an air conditioning unit. It's good in the sense that it cools the office down, but the air quality coming out of it is terrible. So you've got it's your choice basically, but you go from these extremes. So you go from a freezing cold office, and you go onto the station, and it's sweaty and muggy. You go down onto the platforms, and you can imagine it's like 40 odd degrees down there. It's not
just
good.
regurgitated germs. Isn't
And
it?
then when you finish downstairs on the platforms, you go back into the office, and it's -8. No wonder you're fucking ill.
Minxie, what you doing?
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Holy Toledo, when's that?
Holy Toledo. I heard somebody
Well,
say that the other day.
No, well, I just got shared this video. One of my, it goes, England's burning, enough is enough.
Oh, mate, don't even. Riots in Liverpool this weekend. It's cracked again for Leeds. There's another one in
That's
London.
the one, Barry. I don't know if you want to
And
share it or not, but
I'm pretty sure they're planning one for Bristol as
Yeah,
well.
put it up. Let's have a look. I quite enjoy
It's
a bit of
ludicrous, absolutely ludicrous.
As long as I'm not involved in it, I quite like a bit of rioting.
My mate sent me a small clip yesterday of the police with all their shields and all these yobs chucking stones, but a stone bounced back and hit someone in the bollocks. I was like, well, that's serve you fucking right, wouldn't it, mate?
It's
not very nice. It's not very nice at all.
Well, if you're going to fucking throw stones at people, as I've always said, don't throw stones in glass houses.
I'll turn the sound off.
Going insane. Absolutely insane.
Shall I put it on kick just in case?
Oh, yeah. Okay. You on kick? Let me know. We don't see nothing. It's obviously just, well, it's happening in real life, so they can't, what can they do? It's not bloody...
Nothing they can do. The sad thing is this is just going to get worse. A hell of a lot fucking worse.
I think we are.
I feel for the parents of that Southport thing this week. It was just, wow.
Make it bigger. Yeah, we're on kick. We're live on kick. I didn't get a notification though.
They kick off in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute
thugs. I don't see what they think they're going to get from any of this. Because Keir Starmer's not going to just suddenly disappear, is he?
This has to happen. This is how you have to regain your country. You have to actually stand together. Because this is the only way you're going to do it.
I think it's reassuring. Yeah, I agree. I think it's reassuring to see so many people on the streets sort of saying that they've had enough.
Look. Oh,
they're directing all their anger at the police, and that's not the way to do it.
That's just it. It's causing unnecessary harm.
Well, the police are the argument is the police are instruments of the state, but they're not in the sense that
they're still humans. They've still got feelings. Yeah, they're still hurt. They still bleed.
They're there to look and order
fat
purposes.
lunk. What an absolute cunt.
That's also part of the problem, yeah. I mean, some of these people are obviously professional troublemakers.
Of course they are.
Oh, yeah.
They're scum-ass bastards that sit at home claiming benefits, drinking beer and doing fuck all.
I'm trying to see what the fight is.
Fucking hell, Laura.
Fucking true, though, isn't it?
Blimey.
Most of them are scrounging off the state.
Oh, jeez. Oh, projectiles. Bloody hell.
They get into trouble and they just claim mental health.
Oh, don't throw stuff. Gosh. Oh, no.
Your internet is shit. That's very jerky. Something. Oh, there we are. That's all right. That's all right.
Don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, well, their cause is not helped because most of these people can't string two fucking sentences together.
Yeah, look, it looks like, yeah, mate, all right, yeah, you did.
Ability to actually pronounce and have a conversation very small.
I'm just here to check out the chicks, mate. I don't know. All these
no, this particular protest, they all ran to protect the Winston
Churchill.
Churchill.
Guy there. Oh my god!
They ran to protect the Winston Churchill statue, and there was somebody, one of the reporters went up to them, and he said, "Why are you protecting the statue?" He went, "Don't know, mate." He's like, they don't even know why they're doing it.
Oh, look at this job, eh?
What the actual? Seriously.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
Well, the good news is that even if they don't nick them today, they'll nick them down the line. So.
Yeah, but look at that riot at the weekend with Tommy, what's his face? They arrested him on some ludicrous charge, and he's left the country. Why was he allowed to leave the country?
Well, if he's not been
So where's this at? Where's this at?
charged with the crime, he's free to leave.
Do you know this is Barry?
No, he was
Yeah, this is Whitehall. This is outside Downing Street. This is Whitehall.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is Whitehall. Yeah.
That's the Treasury building right there.
There goes another one. Look.
I don't want to say too. I don't want to say too much, but you see, these riots affect me. So when I go to work,
well, of course they do, because it's just going to cause
end up in the middle
mayhem.
of this. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Well, that's right. As I said to you, Barry, the other day, I said to you that there was and I do say Asian because they said it was Chinese, but Asian. He was walking down the street innocently and got punched in the face by one of the protesters. And he's like, go home. And he goes, mate, I was born here. I've been living here, like I'm the third generation.
Well, that's
here.
the problem is.
You can't change DNA. You can't change your genetics.
We invited them into the country 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah, but remember, I have a wife who's not white.
No.
I'm scared for her.
Yeah.
No, not really, because at the end of the day, she's still here legitimately because she's married to you and she's not.
Yeah, but I know that. I know that, but they don't know that, do they?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People like that, they've got no brains. They turn their fucking brains
Of course,
off.
they've got fucking brains.
They just see brown people and they're like, foreigner, get him out.
Well, that was the same as when we had the terror attacks. Anybody that was an Arab in Australia was classed as a terrorist. They're not all terrorists. They're not.
Well, that's what they did to Tommy is it Robinson on there for terrorist acts? They were trying to say he was citing terrorist acts.
Yeah, but that's a slightly different thing. I mean, like the protests. So these protests here in the UK, they're labelling them all as far right. And don't get me wrong, some of the protesters are quite clearly far right. Yeah, but some of them are just ordinary people who really have had enough.
So far right, they can't even look at a window. Yeah.
Well, you could go into the depths of the detail of it and try and make a nuanced argument, but it's pretty straightforward. It's like the country's being taken over from the inside out.
Of course it is. But they voted these people in.
No, what I'm trying to say is it's far more nuanced than that. My wife is an immigrant into the UK, and she's a contributing member of society. She pays tax. She's married to me. She's got a life.
That's
here,
a whole different.
Yes, but only that's if you delve into the detail of it from the surface level. She's just another foreigner here. Listen, I'm not being funny, but I've heard Matt go off on one about foreigners in London, and it really gets my tits because London is it's a global city. Of course, there's going to be tons of foreigners here.
More mixed race than anywhere in the bloody country. It's mad.
And don't get me wrong, there is he does have a point to a certain extent, but it's not. Anyway, I don't want to get into it.
No, I get it. I do get it.
I'm just saying,
I just get annoyed with the fuckers that are literally just coming in and taking everything.
Well, that's right.
Well, you've heard me say on other live streams, I'm like everybody else. I don't want them over here coming in boats. For 80 Albanians in a boat, and as soon as they arrive, the Coast Guard, come this way. We'll give you a hotel and money.
Yeah. Give you a free phone so you can contact your loved ones and all that shit. Yeah.
So the thing that I say is this: is that if you're coming through the back door, there's obviously something dodgy. Do you know what I mean? There's obviously something.
Of course
dodgy.
there is.
If you
especially
can't go
when they're
through
all
the
men. There's no children or women on these boats. It's all men.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
That in itself is fucking scary.
But as I said to Barry, this is a video has been put out on the internet. I can't remember the guy who did it, but he said our forefathers, our country's forefathers.
I can't actually read that. My eyes are really
the
bad.
The country is fucked.
Gareth says the country's fucked, and it's about time people protested, but there's a right way to go about it.
Oh no, absolutely. But the problem is they're going to an extreme that they really don't need to go to.
Yeah. Well, that's right. That's right. If you ring up,
it peaceful.
If you ring up, a
stabbing and
Like if you ring up a government agency, like for instance, if you have to talk to someone about something, and you start yelling at them on the phone, you need them, they need you.
Well, they just cut you off.
That's right. So they'll just hang up. So that's what
They
you
don't need to
do
sit
with the
there. It's
police.
the same as any
You're-
doctor or nurse. You give them respect, or you're not going to get
That's right.
treatment, are you?
Correct. That's right. So, we need to realise that police officers, ambulance officers, let's just say emergency services, not all their lives is their job, this rosy-dozy thing. They have to, tell people that their family members have died or been killed or done, something's happened.
Yes,
they have to enforce the law, you know what I mean? But some of them think they're above the law. That's where it becomes a problem.
Oh, she's so pretty.
What's going on, Barry? Do you keep rocking over? Is it morning? Morning shift start already? Is it?
No, just it's
Downward dog.
it's a very emotive subject, and it can't
Yeah.
be discussed in any great nuance here. So
It's just mental.
I just
Absolutely mental.
I just don't want people thinking we're bigoted wankers, because at the end of the day, we're regular people, aren't we?
Well,
We
I'm going
all
to share.
feel-
I'm going to share something with you. It's a family thing. So my late grandmother, she took in.
Sorry, Danny, can I just read this comment out from Jamie? Jamie says she gets mistaken for being a Mexican, and then says, or gets accused of being an illegal.
It's just people are horrible.
Yeah.
So my grandmother, she actually took in some Vietnamese.
Mexican.
No, Vietnamese.
Mexican.
Hombre,
It's just-
Jamie.
It's just crazy.
Vietnamese.
Mexico. Mexico.
Vetimo. Vietnamese boat people. And these kids, like, he was crying in the park because he missed his mum and all the rest of it. Anyway, she taught them how to speak English. She took them in, fed them, helped them speak English. They are now contributing to our society. They are peaceful people. They pay taxes. They've learnt our ways of working, and they've actually, these are genuine people that were fleeing their country because of, atrocities that were happening in their country at that time, Vietnam War, namely the Vietnam War. So, but there are people that are coming into the country that do not want to. What's the word? Assimilate? Is that the word? Is that the proper word? Assimilate, which means you don't have to. You can still have your beliefs and your thing, but don't bring your problems to our country. If you're fleeing somewhere because of something going on in your country, don't bring the same thing here. That's like bringing a problem. Doesn't necessarily only mean it's not a racist thing. It's just saying.
Well, no. At the end of the day, their problem is not ours.
That's right.
Well, this is at the heart of the Palestinian protest. They've been going on for months at a time. Every Saturday. Well, initially it started off with a few, nearly 100,000 people marching. Now they've reduced to a few thousand every week. But you've only got to look around and see the makeup of the crowd, the people who are protesting, and they're either lefties who are completely misguided and they're on the wrong side of history, or they're people, shoes, as you say, who don't essentially share British values. Whether it's in a mild
you've also
way,
got the section of people that just go out just to call shit.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily in the Palestinian protests. In other protests, maybe, but not in those.
I think a lot. I think you'll find that there's a lot.
Don't get me wrong. There are professional protesters, of course.
Correct.
Correct. Absolutely.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about the cause itself. The cause itself is a war that is thousands of miles away from the United Kingdom. Has nothing to do with British people whatsoever. So the idea that these people are even interested in the first place means that their loyalties lie elsewhere. They're not loyal to the Crown. They're not loyal to the UK. They don't hold Western values. They're not like us. They're different, and they're happy to be different. And that's why they march on our streets calling for intifada and jihad and all the other stuff. Oh shit, I've used the banned word now. Yeah, that because they're not like us, and it's not racist or bigoted to say so. You know, they practice different religions. They hold different beliefs. They believe in a different legal system. Their ways of life
Amazingly
are different.
beliefs.
You know, and not all of them are intolerant. Not, you know, I'm not saying they're all bad people. That's not what I'm saying. And this is the nuance. We're now getting into the nuance of the argument. The problem is that when you've got a crowd of 100,000 people, you can't make out the nuance. You can't separate the extremists and the people who want to do harm to other people for their political beliefs, the terrorists, from the ordinary people who may just object to the fact that, you know, Western governments profit from this kind of thing in the long run. You know,
too much brainwashing as well, isn't there?
It's such a complicated,
scary
pile of
They're
crap.
enticing. They're just
No, Melissa, take you.
They just entice animosity and division. It's the whole inclusion. It's actually division. They just should use the real word they're meaning. We want to be different. We are different. We want to be treated differently. You don't want to be treated the same, because if you did, you would not say, I identify as different to you. For instance, I don't think I'm any better than a gay person. So why should a gay person be any different to me or better? Nothing. Doesn't matter what you're doing behind closed doors or in your bed sheets. That's your business.
Well, at the end of the day, we're all made of the same thing, maybe a different colour. We all shit and piss the same. We still all eat the same food.
Some of us eat their own shit.
Yeah, some of us spew shit while they speak.
For a minute there, Laura, you sounded just like Joe. Oh, blood's all
it's true, though. It's weird. It's really weird.
Well, it's true.
And yet we get called racist, but then they're the ones acting differently as well. And it's just mental. All of it is insane.
I asked a question. I just asked a question here.
No, the people who talk about inclusivity are the people who want to be treated differently. This is always the way.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, I can't sit there and say, "Hey, I'm human, identify as human, but please treat me as a higher being." Because I'm. And
there are people of all sexual proclivities that, you know, feel both ways. There are some that really don't like the fact that. Anyway, I'm going to go on to the toilet. I'm going to make a coffee. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Hello, beautiful.
Oh, yay! Have a day off.
Guess who started eating her leg?
Oh no!
I was brushing her night before last, and I run my fingers down her front legs, and I was like, "You bitch." Yes, you naughty girl, really, even though you're beautiful and very sweet now.
I mean,
just a troublemaker, aren't you?
Well, not a bit of good news is that I now have the money to get my gearbox.
Yeah, you said the other day.
So I spoke to the guy. I messaged the guy last night, and I said, "Oh, hey, look. Yeah, I really want this." He goes, "Mate, don't worry, mate. First dibs." He's even sat there and said, "I'll throw this and this in, worth $250 for free." I went, and I go to my son, "Is that good?" He goes, "Yes, Dad, it is good." So my son said,
"Yeah, well, yeah, of course it is, because at the end of the day, nothing for that truck is going to be cheap.
No.
You're going to get stung at some point."
Thank you, Lucy. We're having fun with you in too. What if Teddy will come over? I think Archie went. Oh no!
Did I tell you what the pain clinic finally came to?
Let me check my.
I don't know if I did or not. No, I said I'd spoken to them. Whoa! You just went really.
Yes. Sorry.
So they had their meeting. I said that she was going to take me to the meeting, didn't she?
Yes.
So, and she wrote to me at about 10:30 Thursday morning, literally straight after the meeting. He doesn't want to mix my antidepressants, but he's quite happy for the doctors to change them.
Yep.
And see if they actually make the difference into all the with all the buzzy nerve weird pain shit.
Do they make you eat? Are they the ones that affect your eating or not? No. Because some serotonin medications, they make you want to eat.
No, venlafaxine. Well, because I drink so much, it kind of cancels it out. Look.
Have you been good?
This week I was naughty yesterday. I ate a little bag of mini shortbread, but other than that,
I was going to send your photograph to you and Barry. They must have cooked too many ice buns, and there were 3 in there, and I went, oh. They were sitting in the tea room. I went.
Did actually saying that I did have an ice bun Friday morning because I got in and I was like,
And then they made some other ice buns when I'm just replying to someone.
my the lady down the bottom. So it depends who's in the kitchen out there. They either just put plain white or it's half sprinkles and half plain icing.
Gareth
It was
says
very
Laura
nice.
is always naughty.
Oh, whatever do you mean by that?
Don't know what you mean, Gareth.
I could kill.
Laura's a clean living, perfectly.
Look at these.
Look at Barry's nose growing.
I can't think of any more words actually.
And then they bought these other ones. They bought these other ones out, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh, fuck off, Danny.
I know.
I'm on a diet and I'm starving.
I know. So am I. So am I. I literally.
Last time I ate was 5 o'clock yesterday evening. 12 hours.
I've been really good, Barry. You saw me. I had bread.
I haven't even had a Calippo today. It's terrible.
Really, really
I got some
nice
yogurt.
day.
I got some fruit yogurt.
It's lovely. Day and night for a change.
Is it yogurt or yogurt? Not sure.
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
It's yogurt.
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 If it
Okay,
was
with his nose
yogurt,
stuck up,
then
middle
the
class
O
Danny.
would have a line above the O.
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
Tokyo. Tokyo. The toe is elongated. Tokyo. No yogurt. Yogurt.
Tokyo.
Yogurt.
It's not Tokyo. It's Tokyo.
Here we
Anyway.
This is where
Sorry, I
get
don't
sick.
speak like you, man. I don't want to speak
Not
like you.
allowed.
I want to speak like this, huh?
Yeah. Welcome to
Speak-
Speech
you
Therapy
speak your- you
101.
speak your language, I speak of mine.
Well,
Now
you
you
think you
shut
are
up.
Italian now, Danny?
You shut up in your face.
Fucking hell. Honestly,
What's
these two bicker like bloody small children.
Oh, if you only knew,
but
Barry. If you
I'm
only knew,
always
Laura.
right.
Bad enough. The other morning, I was like, "Will you both behave?"
But it's how you pronounce. It's how you pronounce it. Like, is it potato or potatoes?
It's potato.
No, it's
What?
potato. Or
Potato.
tomato. Tomato.
Potato.
Tomato.
Potato.
Tomato.
Tomato. I see. I say my accent means this. Most things have got an A on the end.
That's right. So you need to realise there is a accentual barrier there that we're both.
Are you
talking.
being naughty?
And it's also how we good night see everyone. Oh, good night, Jamie.
Good night, Jamie.
We're
Night, Jamie.
we're losing
Sit
it,
tight,
Barry.
babe.
We've
Sleep
got to
well.
get our
In
pronunciation.
the 41-degree heat. How the hell can you sleep in that?
I don't know. Just jump in the
Naked
grill.
on top of the bed with a fucking
Oh.
fan blowing on you.
Nice.
So
Take care,
bad.
Jamie.
I don't know
As
how
the
to follow that one.
conditioning on in the hotel room last night. I was like, down to 10. I want it cold in here. Horrible. So warm.
I thought of so many things to say, but I'm just going to keep it to myself.
Really? What you're on about?
Uh,
Byron Sam and his big ass pole.
Friction. Tends to
I
be-
came in
Yes.
like a wrecking ball.
Fucking knew about it this morning, walking like John Wayne.
Well, listen here, Pilgrim.
So
But,
I have 3 very large, long black canvases prepped and painted.
Yeah, how about paint me like one of your dragons?
Paint me like one of my dragons. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do that again. I really don't.
Oh, good.
I don't even remember how I did it.
You tell that fireman that I'm going to come and steal his dragon.
No, we've agreed that he's gonna get some prints done of it.
I don't want a print. He can have the print.
I'm trying here, Danny. Give it
You
up.
could do one of those. You could do one of those 1960s style paintings.
I don't
where
want a
you-
print of his Johnson either, so you can keep
Just
it.
like
Things
the-
are there hanging on the wall. He has. He's got a 4 foot by 5 foot canvas that he did a painting on, and then slapped his in the middle of it. I'm like, really now?
I wish mine was that big.
Bloody hell! I wish mine was 4 foot.
Fucking hell. Trust me, it makes me
You
squeak.
bloody elephant penis.
No.
Actually, no, I
Elephant
don't.
Man.
Actually, no, I don't, because I don't want people walking away like John Wayne.
Can you imagine Spanian if his was massive? It'd be like poking out the bottom of his shorts going, "Hi."
I wouldn't laugh because his friend showed a bit of a sack in one of the streams.
That doesn't surprise me. Man needs to prove his
Accidental.
legs.
Oh, he's
Bits of sack.
bit of sack, mate. Bit of yeah.
He doesn't wear any undercrackers.
No. Actually, the best advice he gave me, he said to me, he goes, piss off as many people as you like, because they're the people who are going to come to you later on.
Mm-hmm.
He just goes, be you. He goes, be you, keep being
pure
you.
nosiness.
And he goes to me, those people who tell you you're not going to make it, to say, okay, but when I do, just remember what your words were.
I never said you weren't going to. I just said you're going to have to put in a fucking lot of work.
Oh yeah, I do realise that. But he said, if you know what, he said, you get lucky. Nice. Nice. So
Not
the carrier.
really. I'm the one fucking smelling it. Oh.
Hey, if you watched the live stream earlier, what Barry and I saw, yeah, all I got to say
If
is,
it's anything like what you showed me the other day, I'm glad that would make me feel quite suicidal and lot.
No, it wasn't nice. It was not.
No. Well, I'll tell you another time. The person doesn't frequent our thing. Oh, Arky's all right. Arky's okay. She's good. I played. Oh, did you? Oh, off subject, Laura. Have you seen Ben's work vlogs lately?
Yes, of course I have.
Yeah.
I spoke to him on Instagram, so I knew about it ages ago.
Quite upsetting. He does.
Yeah, but she's back living with them, so it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not nice for any parent to have to deal with that. I went there. I know what it's like. So.
A YouTuber we watched, their daughter got to the end of her tether.
She got very pissed off and took lots of tablets.
Yeah. So they're quite big in Australia. So
I want one of his T-shirts. I want that fucking dragon. He's going to do me one with one on the back because I don't want it on my front, because you know what I'm like. It's like Elliot the dragon.
Two-tiered policing.
Have you slept today, Barry?
What do you mean by today? What's your definition of today?
Yesterday.
Yeah, I woke up. What time did I wake up? I can't remember. About 11 o'clock yesterday morning I woke up. But I'm on night. I'm working nights tonight. So I need to stay up. Otherwise I shall be awake all day and tired at work. But I am a little bit worried. I'm not nervous, but these riots, the thing you have to realise is nowadays, if you call the police may not come, and even if they do turn up, then they may not be able to help you. So it's dicey, you know. I'm in the middle of London, and there are riots happening. So that's the situation, and it's the middle of the night, so there are even less police than normal. So I am not nervous, but I'm concerned. Let's just say that.
This is why I was glad you didn't work last Saturday. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Well, last Saturday wasn't the worst. I mean, I've been on duty and I've seen it bad. So, yeah. You people knew. I earn my money for sure. Don't change your money. That's fucking ridiculous. But at the end of the day, I just
it's not just you, is it? It's the places,
wife,
it's the pubs and the fucking hotels and the cafes and the McDonald's and stuff like that. Because they're going to cause fucking havoc, aren't they?
Well, only if the police let them. That's the problem. And the police at the moment don't seem to have any interest in stopping them.
Oh God, no! They're very
They should be.
I'll just
they should
protect myself. Never mind.
They should crack down hard on these people, you know. So
the problem is we've got no space in prisons or anything, have we? So they won't do it.
Well, I didn't say anything about prisons. Lock them up, throw away the key. It doesn't have to be a prison.
I say drown the cunts in the Thames. Sorry. Not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Yeah.
It's bright and shiny, but it's not. It's really grey and yuck. Still haven't trimmed my bush.
Trim your bush.
Yeah, look, it's still bushy.
Oosh.
I will do. He's going to the tip tomorrow, so I'll send him off with a bag of gourd and stuff. Where have you been to get grass seed in you daft cat?
She's been to London to see the Queen.
I hope not. Why would you want to go and look at that?
Well, the Queen's dead.
Exactly.
Long
Why would
live
you
the
want to go and
Queen.
look at that?
The new Queen's still alive, but the old one died.
The lizard,
Well,
mate.
she looks like death, but she's really alive.
Oh,
She looks like a used handbag.
Oh, she's awful.
She's proper wrinkly, isn't she, that one? It's like,
Mind you, I did see a video of the two of them together, and he was sat in front of some kind of document signing it. And he actually quite wishfully took his fountain pen out. And he took the tap off. He went, I wonder if this will work today. And he was just waiting for it to explode and leak everywhere. But no, it didn't. It worked. But he obviously remembered what happened. Yeah.
he's probably thinking, oh shit, not again.
Mate, if you're worried about your fountain pen leaking, and that's the worst of your problems, then
Get a fucking biro, yeah, quite.
get a fucking life.
Jesus, bloody wet. Oh, I've got to empty the fly trap as well. That is minging. 50 million flies. Blech.
No flies on me.
No, they're
Just
on me. They're all
stains with
dead
a
over
bang.
there.
Who?
Oh, ow.
I said no fly. You said no flies on me. I said no, just the stains where they've been.
All right.
Ew.
No,
Oh, it's true.
I'm not stained.
Barry's a clean boy. Barry has showers.
Do you have a whackable face?
You have a face
Whackable
Mama
face.
would like to slap.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's what I get for going to bed at 10 o'clock and waking up at fucking 3. Oh, those bloody pigeons.
Bloody pigeons.
Noisy
Senor,
fuckers.
there's too many pigeons on the place. Pigeons.
Make them stop.
Can you hear those? It's kookaburras.
So that's what they sound like, is it?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
bit weird.
Yeah, people think they're
laugh, don't they?
laughing.
Yeah,
they're laughing.
they sound
but
horrendous.
but they're not laughing. They're territorying.
Yeah, Diggs had sent me many of videos of the ones in his garden, and they sat there with like
Cockatoos. Yeah.
fucking hundreds of them. Noisy buggers.
There you go. Look, they're on again. I should try and go outside and put the camera on them, but
See, I don't mind the noise normal pigeons make. They're quite quiet. Wood pigeons drive me insane. No, it's ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah.
It's like they've forgotten the song.
Yeah. I love when people go, I love this song, and you're like, go sing it, and they go, they wait to the
can't.
chorus and sing. It's in the chorus only.
I'm about to turn kick off. We were getting some trolls over there. Anti-trans trolls.
Oh, sure.
Maria says, I hope things in England get better. It's not nice with the riots and all. Yeah, dangerous as well, Maria.
It's going to get worse before it gets any better. It's going to.
Oh, I think it'll get a lot worse. Yeah, I can see the summer of England on fire.
Wasn't it back in the early 80s we had loads of riots as well?
Well, we had football hooliganism in the 80s.
Yeah, but we had riots while Thatcher was in.
Yeah, we had the poll tax riots.
Was in
young. I don't really remember.
Place, wasn't she?
Margaret Thatcher, yeah, she started.
Well, she had the whole gamut, didn't she? Because she benefited from the Falkland Islands. Popularity was sky high. Then she crushed the miners, and popularity waned, and then hit rock bottom with the poll tax.
Bleeding governments makes me.
It was quite interesting when she died, because they were quite balanced when they sort of they were putting sound bites from people on TV, and there was one or two people who she was a great leader and all this great international statesman, which she was, but she was also
achieved a lot, but she also caused a lot of shit.
And there were so many people who didn't pull any punches. She'd only been dead like 18
My home screen on YouTube at the minute is full of
good reasons
bullshit, and I'm scrolling, and all of a sudden you've got Nigel Farage wants to argue with Keir Starmer. I'm like,
Toxteth riots. Yeah, I remember the Toxteth riots, Brixton riots. You might remember this, Laura. Do you remember the Bridgewater Farm riot in Tottenham? So it's very famous in British history, modern history, because they killed a policeman. They beheaded a policeman. So there was this housing estate. There was a big riot going on, and some police got separated from the rest of their crew, and they managed to sort of isolate one in a stairwell. And they ended up beheading him. A guy called Winston Silcott got convicted of murdering the police officer. It was what was the police officer? Keith Blakelock was the police officer, and they murdered him.
Yes, that does. Yeah.
Right. So anyway, me and a few colleagues were talking about this one day, and one of my colleagues goes, "Yeah, that guy Winston Silcott. They've released him now. He comes through our station." I was like, "Really? I've never seen him." Yeah. Next time he comes through and you're around, I'll point him out. Literally a week later, comes through the station. I'm like, fucking hell, that's Winston Silcott. Yeah.
Mental, isn't it? Absolutely mental.
Fucking absolutely huge, like Afro-Caribbean guy, massive beard on him and everything. And there he was, standing in the ticket hall. It's fucking crazy. But yeah. I was a bit young for them. So I had to read about those riots, but I remember the names.
It was the stabbings in Southport this week that just made me go, what the actual fuck is going on with this fucking country?
Well, yeah, but again, it's only surface
it was innocent
details.
Lives that...
Yeah, but of course it is. But we don't know the motivation, do we? None of us know the reasons why. So when all that stuff comes out in court, then obviously that's when people will get upset. One, it's not helped by the fact that he's of Rwandan heritage, isn't he? He's from Rwanda.
Yeah.
Or I'll rephrase that. Sorry, he was born in the UK, but his parents were from Rwanda. Yeah. So, again, in the public perception, he's another
17-year-old
foreigner, Rongan, So it's not good.
What the hell are these? I'm like, but what are these kids hearing? It's 17 to be doing that kind of thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't know the motivation, so all of that will come out
just utterly
in the court
insane.
case. Yeah, but they will come out in the court case. So we'll get to know the juicy details once the trial goes.
Hello, you little rat bag.
But they have taken him for murder, haven't they? I think he's 17, the kid.
He's 17.
Yeah, on license. That's right.
They've released his name, but it's just like, what the fuck, man? Seriously. Hello, you okay, little one? I've got no treats. It's no good looking at me like that. I've got to go shopping to get some later. Greedy little rat bags. You've eaten them all.
So Winston Silcott was one of the Tottenham three who was convicted for the murder of PC Keith Blakelock on the 6th of October 1985 during the Bridgewater farm riot in North London. Silcott was convicted in 1979 and sent to prison for 6 months for his part in a nightclub brawl. And then he served a further 18 years imprisonment for the murder of boxer Tony Smith, for which he was out on bail at the time that PC Keith Blakelock was killed. Silcott claimed that he had killed Smith in self-defense after an altercation. In 2005, the police returned Silcott to run a youth centre on the Bridgewater Farm estate in a bid to reduce youth crime in the area. In 2007, he was found guilty of theft from shops for a second time since his release from prison. Well, there you go.
It's insane, isn't it, how many do keep reoffending?
Well, we keep saying it on live streams, don't we? These people, they walk amongst us. And, you know, Danny and I were saying earlier, like, they shouldn't be walking amongst us. They should be locked
No,
up
they shouldn't.
and put in a padded cell or whatever.
Well, let's be
you know,
fair.
is
At the end of the day,
appropriate.
they should have run down their mum's leg. They should never have been born.
Well, it's like that guy who murdered that young woman. It turned out he'd been released from prison like three days earlier or something. And the probation service had failed the guy. And it turned out he murdered a woman. And it's not as simple as, oh, he murdered her. He stole that woman's life from her family.
Mm.
You know,
Well,
she's
look
gone
at
forever.
the Jill Dando murder and all that. It's all just really odd.
Well, yeah, that's a fucking weird one.
And then you've got that young lad, Jay Slater. The more and more I read about it, the more it really is looking like he was involved in something really very dodgy.
Don't know.
And the Spanish police are covering up big time because they're being paid off by all these drug bloody lords.
Don't know.
Absolutely insane. I thought a spot of rain. Rain, come on. Make the earth cold again.
Is your nose blocked, Danny?
It's the little one. What are you doing, Terror?
Your breathing is very nasally.
He's concentrating. He's gone into like
You can't multitask.
deep breath zone.
Sorry.
There's no need to apologise. Just, are you okay?
Yeah,
You
my
said you
my nose is really hurting.
You had a nosebleed earlier.
Yeah.
Well, too much masturbation.
Mm-hmm.
Too much masturbation, not enough flagellation.
You're not meant to snort it.
Yeah, you're supposed to do it on someone else's face, not your own.
Yeah, fucking hell.
I don't need to get a drink.
Laura, you are disgusting, and I like it.
Maybe a yogurt. Maybe I'll do both.
A yogurt.
You're going to spill a load of yogurt over your face, aren't you?
Yogurt.
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 No, you know, Barry pronounces
Yogurt
different to
food.
you.
I did that at work once. You know, I was eating a yogurt and I
You-
dropped a bit on my trousers. I'm like, oh, Jesus, that looks like jizz. Let me get rid of it. I just run it under the tap.
And you're like,
Oh,
all this, you're like,
Oh, it dries
Fucking
awfully
yogurt.
as well, doesn't
It's
it? And
fucking
it's
yogurt.
just like,
yeah,
and if you
you're
rub it,
into-
it goes
Maybe
further
stain
into
it
the
on your
material
tongue.
and it makes it worse. You're like,
That's it.
bleh.
Yeah, that's going to be. Smell it. It's strawberry.
Possibly not a good idea to say that. Let's turn that
Hang
off.
on, something's just happened. Something's just happened.
Ow. Oh, fuck. Ow, 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 ow.
I think Kick's been hacked.
Kick's been hacked. Barry's just turned it off.
Yeah, I've just. We had a trans, an anti-trans troller in the chat, so
Friends.
I banned them, but I
They were friends.
turned So this is it. If you put a clickbaity title in your live stream or do a dicey thumbnail, then you get these wankers.
Oh yes.
Really, it's our fault. Well, my
Fucking hell,
fault.
you should have heard this week's dramas on the other side that I listened to. Yeah, nails bells. That lot are nutters, I'm telling you.
Yeah, go on.
Absolute nutters. So one of them likes to spin very tall truths, let's put it that way. Yeah. But he does it for sympathy cards, and then he turns around and says, well, but I'll be dead in 10 years anyway, so it doesn't matter. And you're like, what? But this week he decided that he'd make out that the social services had called and he was going to get arrested.
Right.
Man is nutty, absolutely nutty. He needs a padded cell. He's fucking dangerous as well, because he's constantly screaming and gets really upset and says, I'm going to give you a smile from ear to ear. Yeah, whatever. Freakazoid.
See, this is the real mark of you want to talk about real men. That's the mark of a real man, is a man who's able to control his emotions. Or at least not control them, but not act on them. The minute you see somebody throwing a temper tantrum, you're like,
we all joke that he drinks 7 cans. Yeah, it's all never 6, never 5. It's always 7. But when he gets to the 4.5 mark, we all go, no, thank you, we're gone, because he literally just attacks you if you breathe.
Well, everyone has their limits. I mean, we know certain people that when they reach the threshold, they've now reached the point of no return.
Fucking hell. He sits there though in his kitchen, excuse me, at like 3 o'clock in the morning, absolutely screaming his head off, and he's got young kids in the house. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but you'd be surprised. Lots of people are like that.
I don't know. He's such a fucking inconsiderate dick. Just blows my mind.
Well, sometimes it's people who are brought up in those kind of households. They don't understand that kind of behavior is not normal. So they end up...
Well, he's creating a hell of a pair of humans, isn't he, is all I can say. It's like, well done, mate. Well done.
Well, me and my wife don't raise our voices at each other. I've never physically raised a hand to my missus. You know, she's not aggressive towards me.
I don't shout.
We don't live in that kind of house. So, you know, I can't really... But then I have lived with somebody who is physically very aggressive, and it's not...
No, exactly.
Not nice. It's not nice.
Sometimes, though, I wish he would.
Because you're constantly on a hair trigger.
At least then I'd have something to show. Whereas it's mental abuse, constant mental abuse. And I look sometimes and I think, I wish you were a slug and I'd pour loads of salt on you.
Then you just watch him slowly bubble and
go
into the
die a painful death.
Yeah, the flagstones. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, it'd be beautiful. I'd film it.
You know, the only person I've ever seen on YouTube behaving that way is a certain man from Port Talbot.
Oh, no.
Elijah with the gold microphone was legendary.
If he comes back, because he's taken his channel down and opened up a new one. If he comes back, I'll show you one night. And this.
Sorry, how do you know this? How do you know this?
No, not Tony. This guy that I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you. He literally, Tony doesn't even come on the scale. Doesn't even come on the scale. This man is in the front of the camera and he's like, really? Chill out, mate. Screaming.
People are only ever 1 millimeter away from flipping their shit at any given time.
Literally, he'll go, because he sits in the kitchen and that side always have their cameras off. And all of a sudden he'll put his camera on and he's got like a steak knife or something in him. And he's, I'll cut you up. Come to meet me. I'll give you my friend and all this. And you're like,
but people like that, I mean, 98% of the time, they're just full of shit. You know, if
people have showed up at his address and he has hidden and sent his wife out. But now, obviously, things have progressed and somebody's obviously reported him and shown them clips of his behaviour.
Sorry, Maria.
Oh, Maria, he's past therapy, mate. He is so aggressive.
No, that's
So
the
aggressive.
frightening thing about it is that, you know, these people, they used to do it in the privacy of their own homes. Now they're live streaming themselves. doing it
Yeah,
on
they're
the
live
internet.
streaming it. It's like,
It's
really?
fucking wild.
Don't get me wrong. The first time he did it, I did find it quite amusing because I was like, what a dick. Seriously, what are you doing? But now I look and I think, if it was just him he was affecting, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Well, I don't like those kind of live streams where people are ranting, and I'm not gonna pick on Frank particularly, but like,
But
you
I'm
know,
going to. Go on.
no, I was gonna say that live stream that he was on with that geezer on that Dave Llewellyn's live stream. Like, some people might have found that live stream quite hilarious, but it gave me anxiety just watching it, and
Oh, I get really.
I had to
like,
turn
I
it off. I, you know, with all due respect, I thought Frank did really well, because those are the streams you know, if I'm on the panel, I'll just leave, and if I'm watching them, I just turn off, because, like I said, they give me massive anxiety. Some people enjoy a good slanging match. Generally speaking, I don't. You know, so fair play to Frank for sticking it out, because that guy was a cockend. But, you know, like, I don't like
It's just that
watching
they're
that kind of
everywhere.
content at
This
all.
bloke had someone on his panel this week because he's got no one left that will go up on his panel and talk to me. Let this idiot on, who sat there and admitted that he beats his wife and gave everybody his real name to check the fucking police reports. I was like, what?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to go into details, but I've heard of similar. I've been in the presence of people who've admitted similar things in front of you in a casual conversation.
Yeah, they think it's great, and you just think, I'm sorry, but if that person's winding you up enough that you want to smack their faces in, you walk away, go away. You don't need to hurt people. Just words.
Get it? What are you eating, Danny? You bastard! Are you eating a cream cake? Better not be.
He's muted.
He's muted because he's chewing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he knows I'm mad at him. God, bloody hell.
I'm hungry. What's that? Is that popcorn?
Monster Munch.
You tell me off.
Oh no, you're
Yeah.
all right.
I know the crunching don't bother me. It's that just freaks me out. It's like,
I gotta tell you.
don't, Danny, just don't.
You do that, Laura, when you eat crisps. You do that as well.
Yeah,
If I do it, I do it
myself.
deliberately. I always put my
No. The smacking your lips.
It's just, as far as I'm concerned, it's filthy manners. It's disgusting. It's like people that have a knife and fork in front of them and don't use it and use their fingers. It's like, oh.
Well, if you think that's disgusting, you haven't seen half of what goes on the London Underground. It's gross. I once watched a man, I think it was like couscous or something. He had one of those like snack pot things, and this is on a crowded tube train. He then sort of peeled back the plastic, and then he didn't have any cutlery. So what did he do? He got his hand like that and just shoved his hand straight into it. And he's like,
Have you not done it?
"How the fuck?" Like,
Would you just lift up the container and go, ah?
Well, I mean, that's you
Yeah,
know,
right.
that's probably the most socially acceptable way of eating it, but stick your hand in it and then, you know, then you're like wiping your arm. Fucking hell.
Sounds
That's
like,
a cultural. That's a
And then he's
certain
putting his
hairy-
hands all over the train. Oh,
hairy slug that we all know.
do you know, we had a bad case of there were 20 trains taken out of service. I think this was about 3 weeks ago, maybe, because somebody had been on the trains using acid to etch graffiti into the glass on the carriages, doing it from the inside. It's obviously a hazardous, toxic substance, like corrosive. So they have to take the trains out of service. Yeah.
Why do they think all this is clever? I just don't understand.
What are they using? Hydrochloric or sulfuric?
Hello,
I guess for the glass.
doctor.
Not sure.
Would you like your medicine in a minute?
All I know
Mrs.?
is those the glass on the trains is scratch proof.
Tempered, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not easy to.
They do all the coins over here. Coins.
Do
and
not
keys.
walk through that and pull it down.
Yeah, people are disgusting, unfortunately.
There's
Well,
just
I've
so
told
many
I've told you before.
disruptive people. There's no
Trains.
need.
The trains are hot and they fucking stink, and the people in the trains stink, and it's
Well,
just
it's like the bus, and it's just
not nice.
I
no.
was going to say, that's one thing about your trains. There's no room for air conditioning, is there?
Some of the trains have got aircon on. No, some of them
Yeah,
don't.
Daniel again.
Morning, Daniel.
It's just
Again.
all the great unwashed, isn't it?
Did you actually sleep? Don't know. Maybe you had a wank.
Oh, jeez.
A 2-hour session. 2-hour session with the sock.
Gave himself a facial. Yeah.
Or the dishcloth. Yeah, it's yoga, honestly. Fuck off.
Well, you don't want a tea towel.
He got slapped in the face with his kids. I've been hit by a
Splat.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear,
Freeman
you didn't
Singer.
like that, did you, madam?
Wow.
Daniel says I'll be going on a train in a few weeks. You fucking drive.
No! Sorry. Sorry. Isn't that thing on?
Don't know, don't care.
You're on again, off again. No, I won't say, Barry.
What's that?
Why be on the train? If you go onto that thing.
Yeah, but you said you'll be on the train in a few weeks. It's like if you haven't been on a train, like I travel on a train nearly every day, and I fucking hate it. You know?
Piss off, Danny, here, maggot.
Remember, like before I came to live in London, you're like, yeah, public transport in London is amazing. There's a train every 3 minutes and 10 buses an hour. It's fantastic, you know. No, it's not. It's not fantastic.
I must admit though, Barry, I do get excited going on a train because literally the closest train station to me is like over an hour away.
Well, people say to me, "Oh, you must be really excited being on the front of a train." I'm like, if I'm on the front of a train, that's a problem. If I'm on the front of that train, I mean something's wrong. So no, I don't.
You're wearing some headgear and la 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 la.
we had a report of a fault with the CCTV. So the train inside the cab, there are the CCTV monitors. So when the driver stops the train in the correct position, he gets an in-cab feed from the CCTV. So it's tracked to train's CCTV so that he can see the platform when he's closing the doors. So on this particular occasion, there was a problem, which means that the trains weren't getting the in-cab CCTV. So I got instructed to go down and assist the train driver. Well, I didn't realize that what this actually entailed was getting in the cab, opening the front cab door, and leaning out of the cab with a torch to see where the potential break in this CCTV cable was. It's like one of the most terrifying things I've ever done while I've been at work. It was fucking crazy. So all I had to do was ride to the next station, go back, get on the next train and ride through on the next. Luckily, I only had to do it for like 3 trains. But there I am, hanging out the front cab. It's fucking wild.
Actually, Daniel, you are incorrect when you say our trains over here are hands me down. We took what you had and made it better. The HST, which you gave to us, we got different trains to you though. We got dual decker trains, so you don't have.
Well, that doesn't mean they're better. That just means they're bigger. Your trains are bigger than ours. See,
that's what I can't understand. You would be much wiser for them to make dual decker trains. You could fit more on the train.
No, because it would mean amending the whole of the bloody country. It's not going to happen.
Incorrect. Prove it. Okay. Go look up Coomerang. And look at the design. They took the XBT, they took the HST, converted into an XBT, converted the whole.
All right. We'll give you the fact that your trains are better than ours, but our rioting is much better than yours. All right.
We got some riots.
We
got the best rioters in the world, mate.
No, but the trains are nice. Like I'm happy with your trains. I never put your trains down. I'm actually interested to go on your trains.
Yeah, do it once and go. Wow.
I just want to go around. You know, as I said, Yeah. Hopefully Barry can hook me up with a couple of drivers, and I might be able to at least stick a camera in the front of their cab with them, and they'll drive me around.
Hello.
Maybe not let me in the cab, but they might do it. Yeah.
What? You're losing weight, old girl.
Nah.
I'll just do what the track bloody jumpers do. Just sit on the front of the trains as they go around. Do you ever get those? Do we get them over here? Idiots. They climb all of the trains and they sit in the front of carriages and oh god.
Train spotters.
Yeah. No, not train spotters. Train surfers and all this other junk.
There was
Obviously,
a famous case. Yeah, we had one a few years ago where as a train pulled out of a station, two kids, teenagers, jumped on the back. So on the rear. So you can imagine it's like an articulated lorry or something. There's like two pull-up bars on the front of the train. So if you're the driver and you're trying to get into the train from the front, not from the cab door on the side, then you'd have to hold these bars to pull yourself up. And as soon as the train departed out the platform, they jumped on the back of the train and rode through to the next station. And when it got reported, he was a friend of mine. It got reported to a colleague of mine, and he was telling me the story. And he said, like, when it was reported on that station, like the staff were like, "No," they went, "Yeah." And later on, they checked the CCTV, and they saw as the train left, two kids jumped on the back. How fucking dangerous
Jesus
is that?
Christ. And yet, if they'd have fallen off and died, I can guarantee the parents would have wanted to sue you guys.
Well, another one. We had another case where a person, it turned out, had been run over by not one train, but six.
Oh my God.
When they told me that story, I was like, "What? The guy was run over by six trains?" They were like, "Yeah." I was like, "Good." What do you mean by good? Well, he's dead. Yeah, that's the good thing. He's dead.
all right. So we don't condone this. Don't do this. This is Melbourne. This is a person. I won't share the music either, Barry, because it's a bit copyrighted. But let me know when it's up. This is in Melbourne, Australia.
Make it bigger.
Yeah, just wow. Sorry, Barry.
That's what she said.
You're bringing my PTSD to the fore here, Danny.
So anyway, this is a Melbourne. Now, see those things up the front, the top? They're high tension wires, 11,000 volts. Those things. 11,000 volts. These kids are surfing on top of a train.
We know what overhead wires are.
I know, but I'm just saying that's the power of them. These kids are just idiots.
People are just fucking thick.
That's not the worst of it. There's
it's not so much that they're thick; they just have no concept of how dangerous, railways, motorways.
Well, they think they're invincible, don't they?
Well, that is true, yeah. But they severely misjudged how dangerous these places are.
Well, this.
Yeah, that's what they were doing on the underground. Yeah, they were holding onto the back of the train, the rear of the train.
Yeah. Well, that.
Knobs,
stuff like that.
absolute
knob heads. Yeah, they just can. There's actually a video of I think this guy. Yeah.
Trust me, when you work on a railway, you look around and you see people doing dangerous shit.
This kid is like hanging out the side. Look at that, Barry. Like if a train come flying around, that kid's gone. They're gone, literally dead.
Well, it's death on impact, and it ain't even how that hurt. It's death.
Make it bigger.
Sorry, God, Barry, make it bigger. Barry likes it big.
You're so demanded, Barry.
He's all right, Barry. It's okay. You can't see it because he's on a small screen. Are you using your TV as well, Barry, or not?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, I can't. My TV's far away. I can't see it.
Okay. Like literally, if a train comes around that corner, which could possibly happen, that kid is literally dead. He'll be.
Well, yeah, because the suction between the carriages as well is gonna. Oh.
And like if it just gives me PTSD. Yeah. PTSD. Yeah. No.
Idiots. Absolute freaking idiots.
Well, there's one in England. Is that Blackburn? Is it in England?
Hey, Cal.
Hey, Cal. Yeah. V-line train. This is in just
Hey,
anyway, yeah. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. It's dangerous. It's so dangerous.
beyond dangerous.
We had a guy that used to visit all the schools in Australia, and he had one leg and one arm, and the rest were prosthetics. Like because he actually got his limbs cut off hitting the high.
God, it's all in here.
High. What they call tensile? No, stiltion.
I was on one of those Virgin Pendolino trains traveling into Euston one day quite a few years ago. And so as the train was heading towards London, me and my wife were sat on the right-hand side of the train in a set of seats where there was a table and 4 seats around the table. And we were just passing Rugby, I think, and there was a massive bang. And I turned to my wife, I was like, I wonder what that noise was. And she was like, I don't know. It was only when the train pulled into Euston and I stood up to collect our luggage from the luggage rack above our table that I realised that somebody must have thrown something at the train.
Oh, no.
And the window on the offside of exactly where we were sat was smashed. And it wasn't just like cracked. Like there was a slight indentation where something had struck it. So to me, it looked like somebody potentially thrown a brick or something at the train window. And me and my wife were lucky that we were sat on the other side and that the brick didn't obviously penetrate the window. But yeah, idiots. Yeah. You fucking killed somebody doing that. And I've heard reports. In fact, I've seen reports. It doesn't happen where I work because I work in a tunnel section. But yeah, I've heard reports of kids throwing bricks and things and stones at trains from over bridges before. That happens fairly regularly. So yeah, it's not good. Did you guys see the squirrel thing? Probably haven't, have you? Let me see if I can find it. Trains were forced to come to a halt on the Tube's Piccadilly line amid a nutty standoff at Alperton Station. A London Underground incident log reported a squirrel stuck in a bag of peanuts on the track, with customers threatening to access the track. The squirrel was eventually released before scuttling off. And then the newspaper article says the bizarre incident delighted fellow passengers. Well, probably not. Can you imagine being delayed because of a squirrel? If you're on that station, you'd be fucking lynched. Fucking hell.
A squirrel eating its nuts.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, honestly. Right, I'm going to mute again because I need to find these tablets.
Oh, can't find the picture though. Never mind.
Oh, there goes the phone. Pew!
Is it still raining where you are?
Just muted.
No, I'm talking to you.
It never was raining here.
I thought you said it was raining earlier.
No. Laura said it was raining over there.
Oh, right.
I was reading out loud what Laura wrote. She says it's raining here. Train was delayed a couple of days back here in UK because the cow was on track. Oh, mate, I could show you videos, but it will give you PTSD where they basically the gun just plows down kangaroos and cows.
I've seen them. Oh, excuse me. I've seen them, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I don't want to share that on the stream.
No. Well, yeah, the butchers run up and catch. What you doing, Gingy? What you doing, Bobby? You're pruning, are you? Good boy. Yes, good boy. He'll be mentioned soon. You'll watch. It's 319.
In fact, I just banged up somebody last week who got convicted for pushing another person off the platform and in the path of a train.
Oh, where did I see that?
So that happened last week.
Who was talking about that? Someone was talking about that. Was that you, Barry? Were you telling me about that?
Don't know.
No, it was part of those protesters. That's right. It was part of the. They sat there and said that this person came from overseas, not from the UK, and he actually had a bad day and pushed someone onto the tracks.
I think this might be the one. This is the CCTV footage. So this guy's like a vagrant foreigner.
Yeah, look, just had a bad day and just decided to push someone onto the track.
Train is there. Train is there.
Oh man, he's so lucky. Holy
I'll play it again.
Oh, it's good brakes, though. Good brakes. He stopped that pretty quickly, though.
Yeah. Yeah. My understanding is that he saw the person do it. So it's not even a full carriage into the platform.
Wow. But still, that's still pretty good to stop because they come in flying, your trains. Yeah. I think that's the one they were talking about. And he's like, well, like he's homeless. Well, that's what happens when you go to another country. You don't have, Well, it's true. If you don't have, that's why they asked. You know what? Think about it, Barry. We can't go. So, for instance, I come to the UK. If they look at, I don't know if the UK does it, America does it, but like if you don't have enough money in your bank account, they won't let you come to your country. You can't prove yourself that you can sustain yourself.
I don't know. I'm British citizen, so I've never been questioned coming back into the UK. But no, you have to have a return ticket, don't you?
Well, in the UK, we're only allowed to stay there for 6 months now.
Yeah, but it's a visa waiver country, isn't
Yeah.
it? You can turn up here without a visa.
No, I still have to have a visa.
See, I didn't need a visa for South Korea either, but I applied for entry clearance before. In fact, it was 3 days before I went, remember? So when I got to immigration, it was no problem at all. I didn't even get asked a single question. But
you just need to fight. You just need.
They know your itinerary anyway, don't they? You have to tell them where you're staying and what your flight numbers are. So,
well, when my auntie went to America, you had to prove how much money you had if you could sustain yourself because you weren't going to work while you're over there. And
well, it was one how long. There's I don't know what TV program it is because I generally don't watch those kind of stuff. But there was one set at Heathrow Airport, and the immigration in the UK were arguing with the guy. They were arguing exactly that point. They were telling him that you don't have enough money to support yourself. And the guy went, "Oh no, I've got £100 in my bank account." So they took him to the ATM. They had him type in his PIN, and it turned out he had like £100,000 in his bank account. Wow. He was rich as fuck. Yeah, wow. But the immigration service here are paranoid and fucking schizo. If you try and enter the country legally in the UK, they'll fuck you over. If you come illegally in the dinghy, different matter. But
exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah. But like they were going, no, you haven't got enough money, mate. How can you support yourself on £100? Let's go and have a look anyway. When they wheeled him over to the ATM, turned out he had £100 in the bank. It's like, you're rich as fuck, mate.
Then you got those people who can't bring in their food and cry.
the Chinese bird, yeah. She was having a full-on.
I can't bring my fish that's 2 years old, bloody not being refrigerated. Found an old classic.
No, but that program is hilarious, though. There are people like they come from fucking sub-Saharan Africa, and the immigration officials going to them, yeah, but it's got maggots in, and they're going, yeah. It's like, what's your problem?
They eat them. They eat them. That's fine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What's this supposed to be? Don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Well, it's a mushroom of some description. What are you talking about, mushroom?
Oh, well, down to the chemist later, I guess. Don't look like we've got none. Oh, dear.
What medicine are you missing?
My happy pills.
All right.
I ain't going without them all weekend. Jesus Christ, I'll get banged up.
What do they actually do? Are they a hormone regulator or something?
No, well, they stop me getting angry. And when I say angry,
Yeah,
I mean
but how
like,
do they do it? That's what I mean. But how do they do it?
it just works.
Okay.
I thought I had another box, but I ain't.
It says some police officers have been injured in that riot in Sunderland, you know.
For God's sake.
But this is where I strongly disagree with these riots. I mean, at the end of the day, those police officers have got families, you know, and
Exactly, they're human beings as well.
shouldn't fucking take it out on the
You
police.
can't really, condone someone for doing a job.
No, attacking the police isn't sticking it to the man, is it? You know, voting the politicians out of power, that's sticking it to the man. But attacking police who are just basically only doing their jobs, that's not sticking it to the
Pathetic,
man.
isn't it?
Maria's got a video for us to watch. Hang on a second, Maria.
Yeah, I've actually started watching him. Bloody, it's a bit.
Well, share it.
No, it's a US one. It's on Paramount Network, so it's on Paramount Network. You'll get pinched.
All right.
Yeah, but it's one of the US shows. He's nuts.
Invincible maniac loves pepper spray. Bloody hell. Oh, look at Laura's expression. Laura's
Oh
chin.
no!
Yeah, that's not good, is
I
it?
was,
That's not good.
answering Fireman Sam.
It's a bit fucking early, isn't it? Is he messaging you already?
He ain't been to bed, I don't expect.
Estonia.
No, I want a lawyer. And the policeman just pepper sprays the cunt.
Oh man, he's lucky. They're lucky. He's just got
Maria, that's wild, that video.
wild.
3 police officers attacking. Holy fuck. Oh, well. Yeah, shame we can't share that one. Oh. Oh, I don't want to go to work tonight.
Bless you. Not fun.
Mind you, I'm off tomorrow, so that's something.
Not too bad, but then I guess you're just going to be so bloody exhausted, you'll just sleep, won't you? Bless you.
I don't know, it depends. Sometimes I can really get into my nights and I quite enjoy them because you're not going out, you're not going to work in the rush hour, you're not coming home in the rush hour.
Not dealing with all the idiots.
Well, you are, but you get a different kind of idiot on the night shift. That's the problem. Tend to get the more antisocial ones on the night shift.
The ones that sit there rocking, chatting to themselves, stinking of piss and drink. Lush.
Don't talk about the staff that way. Yeah, that's just me. Yeah. You okay, Barry? Oh, I'm just pissed myself. I'm fine. You look so fucking serious when you concentrate. Look.
I can hear you.
Yeah, but you're concentrated.
I know, because I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to work out where the sound was coming from.
You look so puzzled. You look confused.
Mate, Arky's got 9 up on the panel.
Why are you watching that?
Not watching that. I could hear it in the background.
You're turning into Adrian.
No, I'm not. I'm. Oh, hang on.
I'm joking. Calm down.
I forgot to turn my thing off and go to another live stream. No, but she's doing well.
She's live
doing
now.
well. Yeah, she's live now.
I'm not subscribed.
She got 10 up. No, she got 9 up. 9 up, and she got 24 watching.
Wow. So basically, half of her viewers are on the panel with her.
How do you spell her channel name?
Arkansas. ARKAN source. She had 1.27 subscribers. She always has a full house.
Oh, I've got it now. Yeah. No Filter Friday. Yeah,
Yeah.
look at the people on her fucking panel. She's got a guy playing guitar who's only on the panel to show off his guitar skills. You've got a man who looks like fucking. Well, he looks like Gandalf. Yeah. You've got somebody who looks like a fucking Klansman in the bottom right hand corner. What the fuck is that about? What the fuck is that all about? Melted Cooper. No, seriously, let's share it because it's fucking.
No, don't.
These people want to. These people want to come up on my panel. Who are these people?
No, you get copyrighted.
Why would he? Oh God, that's that woman you showed me the other day. She's like fucking mega boring.
No, she's alright.
Who is this guy in the bottom right corner?
What the freaking hell?
What the fuck is all that about?
They don't show their faces.
Anyway, I don't know why you're watching that. I mean, fuck yeah. I'm sure they're nice people, but no.
I'm going
live. I'm going live. Let me put my Klansman costume on. No, I'll wear the blue one today. Fucking hell. That's ridiculous.
I'm just trying to think. It reminds me of what was that show that had that blue ghost thing on it? Oh.
Rent a Ghost.
No, blue ghost thing. It was a cartoon.
Casper.
No, Casper was white.
Oh my God.
Hey, Danny, mute his microphone. Why are you making so much fucking racket for? Jesus.
Just looking for tablets, no?
No, I'm trying to get my bloody thingy bottle open. Some of them you just can't click. I can't grab it enough to be able to push and click. It really frustrates me.
What's that? Is that
I do have that problem sometimes. Pushing and clicking and grabbing and yeah.
Stroking.
See, I can't even fucking hold a bottle straight. What the fuck is the matter with me?
You're tired, maybe.
No, I'm just a fucking retard. Now I've lost the bottle completely.
Are you a Loretado?
Yes, that's what I called you. I called myself the other day, innit?
Loretado. Suppose you could add pen tardo to the end of any word.
Sped.
Yeah.
Sped.
I'm yet to see a live stream title called Live Stream Otardo.
Loretado.
I wonder how many viewers we get there.
Loretado from Filipino. Bring your jalapenos along. Where is Joe? How come Joe hasn't tried to come up? Oh,
Joe was around earlier, wasn't he? He's probably fast asleep in bed, where I should probably be, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, we can go whenever you want it.
I told you, he reversey Percy. What's all that about?
What's
So
going on there?
basically, hang on. Whereas they normally have just the pink. See, it's a darker face, and the ears are pink, whereas it's normally the other way around.
Okay. All right then.
They taste exactly the same.
I wouldn't know what Percy Pigs taste like, to be honest. Never
I'm
had.
taking a Percy Pig teddy bear and the sweeties next week to meet.
I like the fizzy caterpillars that they sell in there, but I'm not allowed to eat
Oh
them
my
anymore.
God, what's their name? I've been watching them years. I can't think of their bloody name now. I love them. And they're coming to Milton Keynes next week, so I'm going to go and stay with my mother-in-law and harass them.
We never heard a word you said because you went off to look at what you were looking at.
Plush Time Wins, one of my secret.
They're fake, you know. They're fake.
What, Plush Time Wins?
Yeah, I was subscribed to those about 3 years ago, and I unsubscribed because there was a video popped up in my feed showing how fake they are, and I was like, "Really? Okay, fuck off."
What's a
Oh
Plush
my
Time
God,
Win?
Sam! What now?
They go to they've been to Tokyo before, you know, the arcades in Tokyo.
Oh.
They do the claw machines and all that. But it's
They
all
do it
fake.
all the time, don't they? They travel all over the world.
I don't know. I've just watched it in about 3 years. But yeah, I think they do go around the world. Yeah, she's the bird with a high pitched voice, isn't she?
Yeah, the one that sounds like someone's squeezing her really tightly.
Yeah, that's fake. That voice is fake. Just so you know.
That's 4 messages. Any more, Sam?
Messages or photos?
Oh, nothing would surprise me with him.
Plush Time Wins exposing YouTubers. Yep, they are. That's the video. 6 years ago that video was made.
Well, they're still going very strong.
Robertson's Aid fumes at Stalma.
Yeah, they're saying her voice is fake.
Well, she must have huge stamina to be able to film them for 40 minutes using the same voice.
So Robertson has fled the UK despite being arrested under counter-terrorism powers.
Told you.
They've got 1.8 million subs.
Mm-hmm.
And 1.9k videos on the channel.
To be fair, though, they've got 4 other channels as well, and they're all as high. They must be raking it in. Cute and Cuddly Chris is one. Slot Time Wins.
Yeah, I'm looking at them now. Yeah, Angel and Chris.
Yeah, Angel and Chris, and there is one. It's Plush Time extras, I think.
And they got membership. Tier membership is £22.99 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to watch a guy called Claw Boss, and he used to do claw machines, and he actually bought a claw machine and he had one in his room. So if he couldn't go to arcades, he'd film it in his room. And then he stopped posting for a few months, and then he started putting up random videos on his channel, and some of them were really, really bizarre. He put up a video. Do you remember that James Charles controversy? Do you remember that a few years ago?
No.
He put up this random live stream counting down until James Charles was removed from YouTube or something. And then one day he did a live stream, a GTA 5 live stream. And he went live on YouTube playing the game. And then I joined his lobby, and I was playing GTA 5 with him, and he actually befriended me on PlayStation Network. And then I realised he was a boring cunt, so I blocked him. But yeah, so for a little while I played GTA 5 with the bloke.
He wanted to be your friend.
Yeah.
Wanted to hold your hand and stroke your hair.
But when he did the claw machine videos, they used to be quite interesting, quite fun, because he would be able to clear out an entire machine. So you get these claw machines full of teddy bears or whatever, and then he'd cut to the middle of the video, and he'd be standing in a pile of 20 or 30 sort of plush toys. And he'd won.
I like What the Hales is the other one I watch religiously, but they go into the casinos in Ohio. They take a lucky bag filled with anything from $50 to $100, and you can guarantee they will wipe out a high rate coin pusher. It's insane to watch. It's just mental to see all these things falling. It's like, whoa, like gold bars and folded up notes in boxes that have got stuff. It's insane to watch. It's like, you Americans are mad.
Although they're not allowed to do that in the UK, are they? Because it's scandalous.
No.
We used to have the Trocadero Centre in London, but that closed quite a few years ago. And the last time I played a claw machine, they've got claw machines in City Hall. And we were walking, me and my wife were walking along the river, and we sort of said, "Oh, there's claw machines in there. Let's go in there." So I ended up putting 10 quid into this claw machine.
Oh, I couldn't believe it.
And I'm not exaggerating. 2.5 minutes later, the entire £10 had gone, and I won nothing.
Yeah, I can believe it, because most of them are set to like 25
like,
plays before play out.
That's the quickest £10 I've ever spent. Yeah, fucking wild.
Hello, Bertie. Please don't sit on me. You're far too warm and furry.
There's times where you play something and then you walk away and then someone plays it once and they win. You're like,
I know.
Well, in Vegas, they can, that's quite common knowledge that they can set the winning threshold so that those machines will pay out a certain amount of return. So whatever a player puts in, you might get like 90% of the money back, which means that the house has a 10% edge. But the jackpot, you'll never win. Sit there playing it forever and you'll never win the jackpot because it's been programmed that way. I think that in the UK, I think that's illegal. I could be wrong.
No, they've got it's a low set, but they are all set.
Yeah, but I think if a machine in the UK advertises that it pays out a jackpot, it does actually have to pay out that jackpot to a certain point. So it still has to give a certain percentage, but it also has to pay out that jackpot. Whereas in Vegas, my understanding is that they don't have to pay the jackpot. Is that you making that noise, Laura?
It's Bertie. He's purring. He's happy. Put the earphone back in. Fucking hell, Laura. No, I've got a fat cat on me.
Fucking hate cats. Horrible creatures.
It's all right. Bertie told me he doesn't like you anyway, so it's fine. Oh, Bertie boy.
Ugly.
Hey,
Kel's going. Bye, Kel. Is she okay?
What's Kel?
I don't know.
It's okay. What's okay?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, she's asked, can she join?
Where was that?
Up ahead. Oh, is it your channel, my channel? Gosh, I don't...
That's the problem, is they're streaming from both channels, so they're not necessarily going to see the link, the question. Hello.
We can see both, but then I'm not watching the chat. Sorry.
No, I wasn't watching the chat.
Every now and then I look over it, but then.
Well, I'm getting tired now, and we've done. 3 hours,
I'm going to have a nap before.
Probably wrap it up.
Shopping. Now. Yay! I love my
Saturday
mornings.
Sorry, Cal, we didn't see it. Didn't see it. Do you want to come up?
Purry boy.
Come up for the last 1 minute of the stream if you want, and we'll end it. As soon as she comes up, just end it.
Yeah, we're going to go. It's a bit pointless.
We're joking.
It's going to make her feel really good, isn't it?
That's me. No, we wouldn't do that.
Next time, baby. Next time.
I don't know where my bloody phone
I don't, because I'm on a phone. I don't even click the chat, to be fair.
Well, I've got the chat up, but I wasn't really paying attention. I thought the chat had stopped, to be honest with you. Anyway.
Shall we have a cuddle, Bertie, and go sleepies? I think that sounds like a great plan.
Shall we end it then?
Yeah. I'm going to go.
Yeah, if you wish. If you're done.
Yeah, why not? All right, then, everyone. Thanks for watching. And see you on the next live stream. Goodbye. Take care.
Daddy, bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Chirra, chirra.
Cheers. Bye-bye. 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 End.